talkSPORT Sports Update with Trust a Trader. Find top-notch tradespeople in your area, all who pass the Trust a Trader 15-point assessment.
talkSPORT.
Good afternoon. Arsenal say they are deeply shocked and saddened by the death of their former Premier League winning goalkeeper Alex Manninger at the age of 48. Austrian police say his car was struck by a train at an unmanned level crossing this morning. Manninger was part of the club that won the double in 1998, and fellow keeper Graham Stack told talkSPORT he was a quality player.
It's unfortunate, really, that he found himself behind one of the best in the world in Dave Seaman. Really, you know, given any other club or any other time, he'd probably be a number one.
FIFA has reacted strongly to claims from the governor of New Jersey that they should pay for World Cup fans' transport between New York and the MetLife Stadium. Mickey Sherrill says train tickets will be hiked from $13 to $100 return because taxpayers shouldn't be burdened with a $48 million bill.
I won't stick New Jersey's commuters with that tab for years to come. That's not fair. So here's the bottom line. FIFA should pay for the rides, but if they don't, I'm not going to let New Jersey commuters get taken for one.
But FIFA says it agreed an unprecedented deal with the state that ticket holders should pay cost price for a train rather than nothing, as with all previous events there. A former double heptathlon world champion has told Hugo Ekitike he can come back from his ruptured Achilles better than ever. Katarina Johnson-Thompson, herself a Liverpool fan, did the same to her left leg, but told talkSPORT she actually thinks it's now stronger than it was before the injury. Manchester City have confirmed Bernardo Silva will leave the club this summer. And Unai Emery has warned his Aston Villa players against complacency when Bologna come to Villa Park in the Europa League tonight, live on talkSPORT 2.
We are ready to start winning or to start losing. We are ready. And we are ready. And I expect, and the players as well, they have my message, expect everything can happen.
They lead the quarter-final 3-1 at the halfway stage. Nottingham Forest are locked at 1-1 with Porto. The second leg of that is here on talkSPORT.
talkSPORT News.
The first UK flights have been cancelled because of the impact of the Iran war on jet fuel supplies, and an estimated 500,000 lives were saved by the COVID vaccine. Sinead's back at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. Keep spring journeys safe. Visit your local centre or quickfit.com to book your tyres, MOTs and servicing so you can drive away happy every time.
Showers fading this evening, leaving clear spells, but rain spreading back in from the west later, and it'll be heavy in the north.
Hello, good afternoon. Happy Thursday, welcome to Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein. And guess who decided to turn up? It's Darren here, by the way. It's Darren Bent.
It's Darren here, by the way. Darren Bent.
I said that. You all right, D-Bob?
Easy, what's happening?
Good?
Yeah, man, you?
You all right? Oh, far too many bad foods you have. But, Jigo, we've got a show for you today. We do, actually. We're looking back on another boring night for Arsenal. But they are through to another Champions League semi-final. So will they have the last laugh? Reports suggest Andy Gordon is home to leaving Newcastle this summer. Toon fans, are you worried the bubble is starting to burst? And Kevin Asher joins us for a bit of Drive Worldwide. On top of that, 7-time snooker champion of the world, Stephen Hendry joins us because the draw for this year's World Championship was made only moments ago, sort of. And we're building up to another busy night of European action on the talkSPORT Network. All that, plus we'll be asking people if they still think Harry Kane isn't a big game player. What an amazing player he is. And of course, Thursdays mean what's happening in Benty. Get your WhatsApps in. If you know what I'm talking about, do it now. 03717223334. If you don't, that's okay. Keep listening. I'll tell you in due course. This is Drive. I'm Andy Goldstein. He's Darren Bent. And you are our listening millions around the world. The number, if you want to be a part of our show, it's your show. 03717 223344. Do it.
We'll have a bit of that.
We will have a bit of that. It's a great show line. I'm very excited about it. Very excited. I said that to Joe as I walked in. I went, good show, Joe. And he went, yeah, thanks. And I went, only good because of me and Benty. He went, yeah, thanks. I mean, nothing to do with you. We could sack you tomorrow, Joe. We'd make that. He went, yeah, thanks. I thought, well, that's all you just say then, isn't it? Yeah, thanks. How are you, DB?
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't want to bring the tone down, but obviously, God rest his soul. Okay. Alex Manninger, Arsenal, lost a member
Stop
of
bringing the tone down. It's terrible news.
The Arsenal, lost someone in the Arsenal family. Yeah. Really sad. Premier League winner. FA Cup winner. Just thoughts and prayers go out to his family.
I echo that as well. Yeah, of course we all do here.
Of course.
It was a huge shock. It's always a shock when someone passes away, but, you know, when life is taken so young. And
48.
Terrible. Such a sad moment.
Yes, I just want to say.
You know what? When Toby Gillis was reading the news, I was thinking, he would have got up this morning, just thought, as we all do, just another day.
Yeah.
You don't really cherish life, do you?
No.
Until it's taken.
Exactly.
It's very bizarre. But yeah, you're totally right. Very sad.
But you know, I'm right. Yeah, obviously Arsenal got through last night. Fitting.
Yeah? You're on co-coms, Dewey?
I was indeed, yeah.
Many people come up to you and go, I love the show.
Yeah, fair few. I mean, a few people saying, where's Goldstein at looking for you? Wonder what that is.
Well, no, but it's not you. It's not Arsenal.
No, it is.
It's you.
Okay, am I Martin Keown?
It's you and Ipswich, because it's him.
Right, Keown.
Oh, yeah, and Keown as well, yeah.
I didn't see. I saw him, but I didn't get to chat to him. But I saw him.
Why didn't you speak to him?
Because no, I was down. I'm not scared. I was down on the pitch and I was chatting to John Eagles, obviously Eagles fan, Palace fan.
Yeah, not his real name.
That is his real name. John. It is.
No, there's no way your friend, who's a Palace fan, surname is Eagles.
I'm telling you now, we've established that. So I was chatting to John for a while. Woodsy come over, said hello. But no, yeah, it was nice. I mean, listen, the game wasn't the best, was it? Let's be honest. But
no, we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Arsenal did what they need to do.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. I want to point out that Benty's bought a bag of sweets and it cost £30.
It didn't.
Well, how much did it come to?
25 quid.
And when we left, what did you do?
No, I went to buy the chewits and then put them back.
Oh, why was that?
Because they weren't the chewits in the wrapper. They were like the chewit round ball things.
You don't want them.
No.
No, so where are they all? I don't want them near me. I've opened about 8 packets already.
I've given them to the staff on the floor. I gave Joe 3 to put in her desk.
Who?
Joe Kingsbury.
Oh, what, for us?
Yeah, and I put the rest on the floor so everyone can have some.
So Jack, he's training for something, isn't he? But Jack had put his hand straight into that.
Did he?
Into that bag, yeah.
Yeah, but he said to me he wasn't eating sweets because he's training.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's training to eat. That's what he's doing. He's got a wiener eating competition soon. I think that's what they're called. Wiener eating.
The sausage thing.
Yeah. It's weird, that, isn't it? Because they dip it in the water and then they just...
Yeah.
If you had to eat something...
Not comfortable watching that.
If you had to eat something quickly...
Yeah.
Like world record attempt, Darren Bent, step up. What are you choosing to eat?
What, quickly?
Yeah.
Peanut. You know what I mean?
I don't mean one. If you got to go, right, you're going to try and beat the world record for like most baked beans in a minute, most...
So hold on. So my peanuts is ridiculous, but you go baked beans is your first...
because the rule with that is with a toothpick. You got baked bean, toothpick. But you might say, I could do 10 packets of crisps in a minute. Was that what's the food that you would go for?
I don't know. That's hard, that. I mean, Haribo, I'd give it a good go. I don't know what the criteria would be for that.
You'd be ill if you had a packet of that. The sugar in that is horrific.
So you could eat a whole pack of Haribo, Tang Fastics in 1 minute.
I think my head would fall off.
1 minute.
The sugar rush you get is no good.
The crash would be horrible.
What you've got there, the packet of discos, I could do them. I could smash 5 discos in 3 minutes.
Well, it's obviously 3 minutes. Give me at least a minute and a half.
You could do 5 in a minute and a half?
No, you can't do it in 3 minutes. It's easy.
2 minutes.
All right.
Could you do it in 2 minutes?
No way. Imagine that vinegar and sugar. Oh, do you know what surprises me?
Yeah, go on.
You don't like vinegar, do you? But there's vinegar on them.
And I love salt and vinegar crisps. But it's not the same vinegar, is it?
Weird that, okay.
It's not the same. Should we start today's show?
So someone's put here Jaffa cakes all day. I like Jaffa cakes.
Yeah, I could do a whole... that's a great call. I could do a whole tube of Jaffa cakes.
In what?
In a whole tube of Jaffa cakes in 4 minutes.
Oh, that's easy again.
Go on, what could you do it in?
2 minutes.
There's no way. Do you want to try it?
No, I don't. But I don't.
You talk it, but you can't walk it. You want to do it? The Jaffa Cake Challenge?
The whole roll of Jaffa Cakes in 5 minutes. Brilliant.
Yeah, because I knew that you would go lower than I tested. Right, let's talk about your side, Arsenal. They stunk their way into another Champions League semi-final last night, but is it they who will have the last laugh?
It's 0-0 to the Arsenal, and they've got through. A 1-0 aggregate win constitutes job done. But they, again, weren't great.
They had enough about them to get over the line to ensure they get to the semi-final. And that is the most important thing. If they play like that for the rest of the season, they ain't winning nothing.
Absolute torture. Frustration is on another level.
Probably one of the worst knockout ties of our generation.
Yeah, Arsenal, they have reached back-to-back Champions League semi-finals for the first time in the club's history. Well done to them, that is quite impressive. That's after drawing 0-0 at home to Sporting last night, meaning they went through 1-0 on aggregate. The boss, Mikel Arteta, spoke to talkSPORT after the game. He was asked if he was relieved to just about go over the line.
I wish that we were doing the Arsenal documentary this season, and you can film the last 48 hours and everything that is being said. But we are watching the series in July, and then we have to ask ourselves the question. We are watching the movies and said, okay, where is Arsenal place? I think all of us would say, they are in the bottom 3. But what are we talking about, guys? Please enjoy where we are as a club. If someone doesn't want to do it, so be it. We are enjoying a lot, and I feel huge gratitude for what the players are doing and our supporters. So thank you.
I agree to him. I agree with him to a certain extent. Where I will agree with him, it is just about the results.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, if you win every single game 1-0 with the most boring football in the league, no one's going to argue, right? Other fans will, right? But no Arsenal fan will argue. Yeah. Where I won't necessarily agree with him is, yes, it wasn't an exciting game, but it doesn't matter because you got the result. But I still do think you have to talk about the lack of form that Arsenal have shown, not just last night, but over recent games, including the game against Bournemouth at the weekend. Because now you're coming to the end of the season, you've got a Champions League semi-final, 2 legs. You've got a massive game of football Sunday at the Etihad against Man City. And I think if you don't address the problem with your lack of form, like we saw against Bournemouth at the weekend, that is going to be maybe, possibly, your downfall.
Yeah, the performance from Arsenal, listen, it was routine. I don't think Sporting offered much. No. And even when they're losing, obviously, they needed the score, and we're getting up to the last few minutes of the game, last 15 minutes. I thought they'd throw everything at it. They didn't do that. So it was, in the end, it was comfortable. I know there was that chance.
Hit the post.
Hit the post, but it was a good ball from Araujo, but it was a chance to hit the post, but it wasn't one of those where you go, he's got to score. It was kind of like a snapshot, which hit the outside of the post. But other than that, they offered absolutely nothing. But Arsenal have got to be better. And when I'm talking about defensively, they're decent all season, defensively. I know there's been 1 or 2 moments recently where David Raya's trying to play out from the back. I don't know why they do that, but they take risks and they nearly get punished. But it's the final third, man. Samek has got to change there because Madueke, nothing. Trossard, you know, I was right. I was living a look resty, right? At the so he played Martinelli and Madueke, didn't he, in terms of the 2 wide players. The last time Martinelli scored a goal was the 15th of February against Wigan. That was his last goal. Wigan, FA Cup. Madueke's got 7 goals this season, 3 assists. These were his last 2 goals. Mansfield in the FA Cup, 7th of March. And before that, Wigan, the 15th of February.
Mate, Wigan took some...
Right?
Yeah.
Then I went to Trossard. Let me see. His last goal.
He's even further, isn't it? That the weekend.
30th of December.
Yeah.
His last goal. And if you go to Gabriel Jesus, who do you think his last goal was against?
I think, was it Royal Engineers?
No, but I've said it before. Wigan.
Oh.
Wigan.
What was the score? Well, like 8-1.
4-1, I think it was, or 5-0. But so you've got front players there, no form whatsoever. Absolutely. So, and that's been the problem. And when you watched it yesterday, there's no kind of... They're not making the Sporting Lisbon defence the guess. Like, they're both of them have got their backs to the touchline, so it's predictable. They're easy to mark. There are a couple of times where Madueke managed to get himself out of a hole, but then it's the final pass or the cross. And I used the word yesterday in commentary, like clunky. That was Arsenal around the edge of the box, where you get the ball down and have a clean strike. Just as they can have a shot, it hits their shin or their knee and it goes too far and they get a clean strike. There's Madueke second half, he goes across the box, but then he takes an extra touch for some reason, goes too wide, hits it in the side netting. It's just decision. I know confidence is a big thing, but right now in the attacking third, Arsenal are really struggling.
Does it matter? I think it matters. No, Arsenal fans find out and go, it doesn't matter, we're winning games.
It does. Because if you play like that against City, you'll get beat. You play like that against Atletico, you'll get beat.
Yeah.
Like you can't. If Arsenal play like that between now and the end of the season, every single game, they're going to lose more than they win.
Yeah.
That's just fact.
That's a very, very good point.
That's just a fact.
Yeah.
They can't, like, Sporting for me are probably the worst team that were left in the Champions League, right?
Yeah.
And Arsenal didn't really have to come out of second gear to beat them. They're going to have to go up. They'll have to move to fifth gear to get past Atletico Madrid. And now they're beating Atletico before, but that team that beat Atletico in the group phase are not playing as well as they did then, like they are now.
Okay, listen, we'll start with what you've just said, actually. Will Arsenal win anything playing like that? You say no. Or you said they'll win less. So, what did you say? They'll win less than they lose?
Yeah, they'll lose more games than they win.
That's probably a better way of saying it. Okay, do you agree? I agree with you as well. But there'll be some Arsenal fans who no, it's all about the result. And it is.
No, that is the most important thing. But my point is, you
won't get that result.
You can't judge everything by that performance.
I agree with you. You can have your say by picking up the phone. We'd love to hear from you. 03717 223344. I think this one may just divide the room. 03717 223344. Arsenal, are they going to win anything playing like that?
bring Klopp in for 12 months, let Klopp be the manager, and let Gerrard shadow him for 12 months. Let him learn from him.
What are you on about?
And then let Gerrard bring in his own team, because every Liverpool fan in the country, and I know they're listening to this now, would love Gerrard and Carragher on that touchline at some point.
Bobby, what are you on about?
You don't think it's happening?
It's extreme, but...
What do you mean it's extreme? Jurgen Klopp's not coming to Liverpool for 12 months to teach Steven Gerrard how to be the Liverpool manager. What are you on about?
That's not happening, Bob. It's
What do you mean, why not?
I think.
What do you mean, why not?
Things that have happened in football.
Do you think this is charity?
That have happened in football. No, but I think there's worse things that have happened in football.
Jurgen Klopp is not taking over Liverpool.
No, you ain't doing it.
No, I'm not saying on a permanent basis. I'm saying if he was shadowed.
Bobby.
Don't let Bob talk. Bob,
but Bob, we speak to you quite a lot, right? And you normally come out with some decent stuff, but that is absolute guff.
I don't think it is.
No, it is, mate. You're miles off it. You're miles off it. Jurgen Klopp's not going to turn up at Liverpool, come back for 12 months to shadow Steven Gerrard. What do you think this is?
No, worse things have happened in football. Well, that's what they'd be doing if they brought Alonso in, if they wanted to bring Stephen in as his number two. I just think the club have got to be bold. You know, they've been bold in the transfer market. Why not be bold with future decisions going forward?
Well,
you know, it would get the fans on side and all of that.
I mean, if Bob's coming up with his own version of what my hopes happens, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Fans can dream. Get Klopp back.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having a
12
dream
months.
on the wish list, is there?
Yeah, but, you know, you've got to be realistic, Bob. It ain't happening.
It's not.
I'm going to tell you right now, that ain't happening.
Drop talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, alongside in partnership with Giacomo. Style and brands for every man. Still to come, we'll be hearing your questions in What's Happening Benty. This is your chance to ask Darren Bent anything you want. Think outside the box. Get your questions in via WhatsApp. A voice note, please, on 03717223344. Start your message with What's Happening Benty, and then put your name in it. I have to say, the last few weeks have been above and beyond.
Been mind-blowing, haven't they?
They've been great. So if you can keep that level up, please, my friends, that'd be great. Hold on. I don't know what this means. I've never seen this before in the script, right? It says, anything specific you'd like to... Oh, I see. I thought you asked him... It says here, anything specific you'd like a question on today, Benny. But they've highlighted it yellow and it's thrown me. It's like, am I meant to ask Benny that? Benny, let me ask you that. Anything specific you'd like a question on today?
Nah, do you know they've been good? We spoke about films.
About jewellery. You nearly lost your ring, didn't you?
Yeah, nearly. Ring, jewellery, maybe.
Necklaces?
No, anything they want to ask me, I'm ready to go.
Just give them one
limit the football questions though.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, limit them.
Just give him one example.
Music.
Give him one example of a great question.
Start, bench, sell. Austin.
That's football.
Can I finish what I'm speaking about? Is Austin a footballer, is he?
He's start, bench, or sell. What bench?
Okay, start, bench, or sell.
Where's the bench?
WWE bench.
They don't have
Austin. The Rock, I know, Triple H.
I don't want WWF.
Mate, it's not WhatsApp Andy, is it?
No.
I would like WWF for a
It's not
question.
WhatsApp WWE acting
No, I
either.
want that.
No, we don't want that.
No, I want that.
I'll give a message to Billy
No,
and we'll ban them.
No, I want that.
Don't waste your time.
Joe, honestly, Joe, I'd like that. Thank you, Joe.
Don't bother. We'll go to the phone line 37172233. Arsenal are winning, but it ain't pretty to watch. Does it matter? Dan is a gooner. Hello, Daniel.
Hello, guys. How are we?
We're good, man. How are you today? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Listen, I don't want to be the voice of doom because we are in back-to-back semi-finals, and that is utterly superb. But we have been, let's be honest, we've been sort of crawling to results for a little while recently. I think Southampton, the Bournemouth result, the Carabao Cup final have highlighted a few things, but I did want to just say this in defence of Arteta, who has my full backing, by the way, even if he wins absolutely nothing this season, because this has been the first season he's had his project, his squad, how he wants it. So I think he deserves one more season at least.
Yeah, you're right. £1 billion is not enough. Good point.
No, you know what I'm saying. He hasn't spent that all at once. Come on, don't be daft. But anyway, what I'm basically saying is, our squad is excellent. However, you cannot replace 4, 5, 6, sometimes 7 players through injury and still expect your side to play the way that you really want them to.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. At the beginning of the season, every Arsenal fan was phoning up telling me they had the best squad in European football. Two places for it. You can't moan about your squad depth.
No. Let me finish, right? If you have 1 or 2, maybe 3 players that are injured, tired, and you rotate them, that's fine. You can't make wholesale changes and expect the team to play how he wants. I don't quite know what's going on, but he obviously isn't training them every week and saying, right, go out and play like they are, like, for example, last night or against Bournemouth. I think last night steadies the ship a little bit, gives them a little bit of confidence, and let's be honest, Sunday's a cup final, and in a one-off game, anything can happen.
By the way, you are training at the moment. I saw you training with little Sharpie pens, carrying them about.
Yeah, well, whatever else. Although, to be honest with you, I think we need to move to crayons rather than Sharpie pens, to be honest with you. But, look, I mean, if we win ugly between now and the end of the season, none of us will be complaining. The rest of social media will explode. That's basically one of it. And also, rest in peace, Alex Manninger.
Yeah.
Because, wow, what an absolute kick in the guts that is. I mean, gone way too soon.
Very sad.
That boy was outstanding when he stepped in for us. He was outstanding. What a goalkeeper. And just gone way too soon. But anyway, come on the Arsenal. Love you, boys, and have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Dan. What a lovely call. Thank you, man. Let's quickly go on to...
Joey missed as well, Moreno. Big signs.
Yeah, but I didn't think that would be a name that you would be quoting. I missed.
But no, these are players though that I'm not saying he's the answer. And if he was fit all season, I'm not making excuses. But in terms of squad rotation,
so we missed Moreno.
No, but he's a big part. Big goals, by the way. Big goals for Arsenal.
Are you joking?
No,
you spent 60 million on Gyökeres.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that he's. I'm not saying he's the answer. But I'm saying he.
We missed Moreno's goals. Is that where we're at?
Yeah, he's part of the problem. Good player, him.
Hold on. Well, you started the show by telling me the last time your player scored was against Wigan in like the 50s.
Not Moreno, he's been injured.
No, but you can't. The reason Moreno's got nothing to do.
No, he has. He's a big part of the squad, big part of the team.
Moreno.
Yeah.
You're quite Moreno.
Yeah.
That's an unbelievable quote. Hello, Nick.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. I'm a bit torn on this one, if I'm being honest.
What, Moreno?
No. Listen, I'm torn on the whole thing, really, because you're right. I mean, it is about how we play as well, because it's all well and good beating, I think we're bang average Sporting, if I'm being honest. I've seen some better bottom of the table Premier League teams come
Do you know what? I think there are better teams in Europa than there is that in Sporting.
Darren, Everton were better at the Emirates. Even Wolves were better at the Emirates.
Yeah.
I never really felt like they were going to punish us. Half the crowd were just thinking about Sunday's game. I'm telling you, because that's what counts at the moment. It's the league for me. And the thing is, if we keep playing like that, City is going to smash us. Defensively we're okay. If City go and score 1 goal, which is quite likely, then who's going to score goals for us? If you look at the front three, like you just said, Gyökeres, Martinelli and Madueke, they don't scare anyone. I know probably about 4 or 5 Premier League teams that have got a better front three than that. I think there's a lot, like the last guy said, I get what he's saying, because you're forgetting that Odegaard is our captain and he does control the play. And you've got Saka, who's our star boy, and when he's on form, he scores a lot of goals or provides a lot of goals. So we are missing good key players. I don't think them two and Havertz have played one game together all season. So it does make a difference. But going forward, they look lost. There was no cohesion last night, and I'm worried. I'm worried for the future.
Really good call, that.
Worried for the... What's happened to Arsenal fans?
Well, no,
look at our front three. I'm worried for the future. Moreno's a big miss.
The performance is the performance. Justin is good enough. Like,
do you ever question your manager? I'm one Arsenal fan. Well, I have actually, but do you?
Yeah, look, of course he's the man at the head of the helm. He's the one that people look at to go, okay, what's going on?
But you haven't.
No, listen, there are decisions he's made this season which I don't agree with. The goalkeeper in the cup final is definitely the biggest one.
Yeah.
Right, but you look at it last night. It says total shots for Arsenal 15. How many do you think were on target? One. And I can't even remember it.
Yeah, I saw that. You both had one shot on target.
Yeah, so that's where Arsenal fans are worried, because they know, and listen, they're not stupid, that if Arsenal play like they're playing at the minute, and certainly the way they played last night and they got up to the Etihad, there's no one on the planet you can play like that and keep Man City out.
Right now, as of today, where are we? 16th of April, Thursday.
Yeah.
What do you think the score will be on Sunday?
Man City will win.
What score? I think they'll score 3.
No, 3-2. No, as it stands right now...
3-2?
No, joking.
Oh.
At the minute, if they don't change what's going on, I can see maybe 2-0.
Okay, but a beating.
But we look because...
What if Moreno was playing?
Oh, we win that. 3-2. Moreno hat-trick.
What if you're playing Wigan?
He'll show up.
Still can't be asking if anyone still thinks Harry Kane isn't a big game player. First, a little bit of no Googling. Jamal Musiala became the youngest German player in the competition's history to make 50 Champions League appearances. 23 years old.
Just mad, sorry. We could have had England, could have had Musiala and Elise.
Yeah.
Jack, I didn't need the Haaland information, but I was talking about them.
Yeah. What's he giving you Haaland information?
Because he was born in
Leeds.
Leeds.
About talking to talent on air.
Because he was born in Leeds.
If you want to talk to talent, you have an appointment with us after 7 p.m. Anyway, Jamal Musiala, youngest German player in the competition. Whose record did he break? So who was the youngest before him, German player? All right?
I think I know it.
Was he telling me? Yeah, you got it.
I mean, he must have about 20 German records in.
Yeah, I know. Nice record collection. When we come back, a little bit of snooker with one of the greats, 7 times champion of the world, Stephen Hendry joins us right after this.
Am I right in thinking, Simon, Andoni Iraola, in the past, he's someone who's caught your eye? Down at Bournemouth, you've been impressed.
Can't not do, can you? I mean, he's done a remarkable job at times. I mean, predecessors of his did remarkable jobs contextually, but he's elevated it even beyond that. The style of play, the manner in which they put some of the biggest teams into their box. They've had players repeatedly sold from underneath them, and yet still managed to produce a talent pool. They've had players sold at the beginning of the seasons, players at the middle of the seasons, and yet the guy has worked the oracle. He started slightly tentatively, didn't he? Because obviously you saw the Gary O'Neill situation where he got bounced out of Bournemouth and everyone thought that was an injustice. This guy came in, couldn't win a game. Gary went over to Wolves. Wolves beat Bournemouth inevitably in that particular game, and everything was looking like a particularly dark day. But he's been brilliant for Bill Foley. Bournemouth's been brilliant for him because it's given him a passage into the Premier League and shown an opportunity to show his trade.
Yeah.
But he looks to me like a manager that's going in one direction, and that's up. The question will be, how will he go when he manages bigger players in a bigger football club that has bigger expectations than Bournemouth, irrespective of Bill Foley saying that they can afford whoever they choose?
Yeah, well, the direction we know he's going in is the exit door, because he'll leave the football club at the end of this season when his contract expires. Do you think, Danny, he's going to be widely coveted across the Premier League?
There's no reason why not, because he's unapologetically himself in the way Bournemouth play. If you ever watch Bournemouth play, always better to watch them live, and I've had the pleasure of doing that quite a few times. He sets up his team really bravely to go after teams.
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
Yeah, man, Mob D.
Can't not like this thing.
Mob D.
Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein. Darren Bent alongside. Before the break, asked the question. Jamal Musiala became the youngest German player in the competition's history to make 50 Champions League appearances. Whose did he beat?
I would say Thomas Müller.
It was Thomas Müller.
He played for Bayern Munich for about 30 years, I swear to you.
Yeah, great player.
Yeah.
Great player.
You was always linked to him, weren't you, Man United?
Yeah. Every other window we're linked to him. Still to come, we're hearing your questions in What's Happening, Benty. Your chance to ask Benty anything you want to think outside the box if you could.
WWE.
Get what?
WWE.
Get your questions in via WhatsApp. A voice note, please. 03717 223344. Start your message with What's Happening, Benty. Right, let's turn our attention now to one of my favourite sports in the world, snooker, because the draw for the first round proper of the World Snooker Championship has been made, and it all gets underway on Saturday at the Crucible. Let's get more now as we're joined by 7-time snooker champion of the world, Stephen Hendry, who joins us now. Stephen, hello.
How you doing, guys?
How are you, sir? You well? You good?
Okay.
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad.
Thanks for coming on. Like the specs, are they new, Stephen? Is that a new thing for you?
No, eyes have gone downhill since I was 40, so that was 3 years ago. So they've gone right downhill in 3 years.
You broke up there. It sounded like you said 40. You meant 50, right? You meant 50. Steve, thank you so much for coming on. Before we start, how's your YouTube channel doing? I know that I went on it not too long ago. We had some fun. Anyone else that is coming up that you want to give a little plug to?
Well, in 25 minutes, the world champion is on the YouTube channel, Chao Sing Tong. Filmed with him a week ago, so that's gone live at 5 o'clock. So wow. He obviously defends on Saturday morning, so cool to get him on before his defence.
Okay, that's good. I will be watching it on my way home. Right, let's start with him, shall we? Because everyone talks about this voodoo at the World Championships in Sheffield, that no first-time winner has ever gone back to win it again for the second time the year after. Does he have as good a chance as any first-time winner, do you think, to do that, to break that duck?
Yeah, I don't think he pays any attention to it, to be honest. He knows about it. I asked him on when he came on the channel, but I don't think he pays much attention. And actually, a lot of the Chinese players, I don't think they grow up with that culture of being told about this crucible curse. It's a British sort of tradition, I think, that we have. No, I don't think he's paying any attention to it. I think he's got the best chance in I don't know, it could be 20 years to be, first time defender of the championship. I really think he's the man to beat.
What is that pressure like, Stephen? So obviously you won it for the first time, the beginning of the 90s. Was it? I might have got this wrong, but I'm pretty sure I haven't. Was it Steve James that beat you?
Yeah, the quarter final.
What was that? Was that just you played bad on the day, or was it the pressure of being defending champion?
It was. Yeah, I didn't feel any pressure at all, or I didn't think I felt any pressure coming into it. I think I'd won 6 or 7 events coming up to the World Championship, so I was in top form, full of confidence. Wasn't paying any attention to crucible curses. It was just a bad result for me on the day. Outplayed by Steve James, who was, a lot of people listening probably wouldn't know who he is, but he was quite a talented player.
Yeah,
then.
Really good.
So Stephen, obviously you've got 7 world titles. Ronnie's tied the same as you. He's going for his 8th. Realistically, do you really want to get the 8th, or are you thinking,
Here we go. Of course I don't. No, listen, it's really interesting, actually, because in the last couple of months, it's the first time he's actually gone public saying that he wants to win an 8th. It's the last thing he wants to do in snooker, his last goal. Before, if you ask Ronnie, he would always say, no, I'm not bothered about records, I'm not bothered about anything like that. So, listen, if I'm Ronnie, you want to do it, don't you? You want 8 Masters, 8 UKs, and 8 World would be absolutely super cool. Obviously, if I'm honest, I'd rather he didn't do it, but yeah, it'd be some achievement if he was to do it. And you know what? I think he's got a shout. I think he's playing well. A lot depends on how the first couple of rounds go, but if he gets through those comfortably, he might play John Higgins in the second round, which would be unbelievable at the World Championship. But if he gets
we cut out there, Stephen. Can you still hear us? I think we've lost him. Have we lost him? Oh, no, we've got him back. Okay. Listen, let's talk about Ronnie O'Sullivan, because you mentioned he's got a good chance, but he's in the top half of the draw, which I think is the more difficult half. You've got defending champion in there. You get former champions, Sean Murphy, John Higgins, Ronnie O'Sullivan. Neil Robertson is in there as well. And Ali Carter, by the way. Ali Carter against John Higgins tied around for me as well. I think the top half of that draw, if you come through that unscathed, you get to the final. My goodness, I think it's so difficult to pick a winner from those 8 ties.
Yeah, you know more about the draw than me, actually. It was done this morning. I was driving up this morning. I've been to John Virgo's memorial this afternoon, so I haven't really been paying much attention to the draw. But yeah, the names that you've just read out, yeah, that sounds like a bit of a minefield, that half. But you never know. There's often carnage happens in the first round, and a lot of the favourites go out, or a lot of the seeds go out, I should say. So it normally only the World Championship settles down sort of quarter-final time. Then you've got a better idea who's going to win it.
Stephen, how about this for a question, right? Out of all the formal winners, and I include obviously one-time winners like Judd Trump and Neil Robertson, players that you think, looking back on their career, should have won more than one world title, who do you think needs another world title the most?
Well, Judd will never admit it, because I think he wants to win just tournaments. I don't think he places much importance, or says he doesn't place much more importance on worlds or triple crowns than any other. But I think he I think he need for his legs. I'd like to see him win another couple of world titles. He's the world number 1. He's only won 1. I think he needs to win more.
Okay. In the bottom half of that group is the person I'm going to say will get to the final. I know there's big names, no disrespect to, of course, former winner Kyron Wilson, Mark Allen, Mark Williams, some great names in there. I'm going for Mark Selby to get all the way to the final. What do you make of that?
Yeah, he's been my sort of tip for the last couple of months. I think he's playing well. It took an extraordinary performance from John Higgins to beat him in the Tour Championship, the last tournament that was on. I think he's got a great shout. He's overdue a good run at the World Championship. He's not competed there has not competed as well as he should for a long time. He's got a really tough first round draw, Jack Jones, though, who loves playing at the Crucible. But yeah, I don't disagree. Mark Selby will have a big shout.
Okay, and just before we let you go, a quick word on the fact that snooker is staying at the Crucible. Which way were you voting? I'm guessing because you've been successful there so many times, you wanted it to continue at the Crucible, right?
100%. 100%. Yeah, it was like moving tennis away from Wimbledon. It would be. I mean, it's an unbelievable venue, and it's always it makes the best out of the players. It tests the players the most. The atmosphere, the intimate atmosphere, the pressure, and you walk, especially one table. 2 tables is good enough, but when you walk into the one table setup, it's just unbelievable.
Yeah. Before I let you go, who's going to win it, Stephen?
Oh God.
I don't think he's playing.
Sintong.
Are you going? Okay, he's going to
Sintong. Yeah, no, I've retired.
Sounds like your Wi-Fi's retired as well. Stephen, thanks so much for coming on. Before we let you go, just give a little mention to your YouTube channel again.
Yeah. Q-Tips YouTube channel, 5 o'clock live tonight. The world champion Zhao Xingtong.
Okay.
Check it out.
Stephen, looking good as always. Thanks, my friend. Thanks for coming on. Enjoy the world. 17 days of fun up in Sheffield. Thanks, man.
Cheers, Stephen.
There you go. Apologies for not the greatest quality of Wi-Fi, but it doesn't matter.
Last question.
Yeah.
Right. So, as a snooker player gets older, right?
Yeah.
That's an older sportsman, say football. They obviously end up retiring because they're not quick enough.
Yeah.
Not strong enough. Not as fit because, of course, you're getting an age. What's the first thing that goes with a snooker player?
Eyes.
Is that the main problem that you go? That's why you can't play anymore.
Hunger, eyes. I don't mean like you need your lunch early.
Yeah, I know what you mean because football's the same hunger, but I'm just talking about
eyes.
Like physical attributes. Arsenal, football players, you can see it.
Yeah.
But snooker players, because I feel like they can go on for.
Well, they should be, right? They should be going on forever.
Yeah.
I mean, Ronnie O'Sullivan suggests that he's possible.
Yeah.
He's in his 50s now, and he's good, well, not as good as he's ever been, but we're talking about him being one of the favourites of the World Championship.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think eyes.
Glasses?
What about them?
You can't wear glasses to.
Yeah, Taylor wore them.
Okay.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Yeah, I always wonder that when you hear people going, it's not what he was.
Yeah, there's not too many moving parts of a body, is there?
No, someone's
like
the arm can't go
downwards. That's it. The sort of pendulum bit of it.
Elbow's gone, isn't it? At 38, elbow's gone.
I need an elbow replacement.
Yeah.
You've never been to Sheffield, have you?
No.
It's not your thing, right?
No.
Would you ever put it on if like O'Sullivan was playing Judd?
No. This is a great game. That I understand that. But no, it's too slow for me.
Okay. You ever watched like a final? I like watching finals of anything. Right?
That's a lie. You watched Super Bowl, did you?
Apart from Super Bowl.
You watched the NBA finals?
Apart from NBA. Yeah, but hold on. Does the NBA have a final?
That's you best out of 7.
See, that's the problem with it.
Okay. The World Series, you watch that?
Yeah, okay, apart from any American sport. Right?
So you don't watch every final then?
No, European stuff I do.
Okay, the World Cup final of rugby, you'd watch that?
Yeah, I would watch that without a doubt. I'm into rugby.
Hockey?
Yes, I watched that. I remember Sean Curley winning the gold. It was a long time ago.
What, hockey?
Yeah, Sean Curley. You don't remember Sean Curley?
And the team hockey, yeah?
What, the team hockey?
Yeah, hockey, the sport hockey.
The sport, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sean Curley won gold for England in the Olympics.
It's a team, though? Hockey?
Yeah, he was one of the players.
Oh, okay, nice. But the way you was making it sound like he was just...
Oh, he's the only one I can remember.
Yeah, no, I'll find you another sport that you don't watch a final of.
Go on. I do. Any European, English without a doubt.
You watch every athletic final?
I watched the boat race.
10,000 metres, final.
Yeah.
Did you lie?
I do, mate. When it's a sporting event, yeah, without a doubt.
Okay.
I won't watch a random 10,000 metre race.
No, but like the Olympic final.
Of course I'll watch it, yeah, without a doubt.
Okay. I'll find you a sport.
Right. You should watch
Hey, cricket. Yeah.
I do watch that.
No, you don't. No, you do not. I know for a fact you don't.
What are you talking about?
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah, I do watch World Cup final.
You watch Ashes?
Are you joking? We have to watch it. It's on telly here every minute.
Yeah, listen, those on that TV. We don't watch
I do watch the Ashes. I have to. Things like the Ashes, you've got to be across, right?
Yeah, watch the World Cup cricket. No, you do not.
I do. Ask me the question.
Huh?
Too late, we've got to go to a break.
No, we haven't.
Press button, Jack.
The debate goes on. The hair-pulling debate goes on because Manchester United, we now learn, plan to appeal against the red card given to Lisandro Martinez for pulling the hair of Leeds United striker Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Here's the thing. For the dismissal to be overturned, United have got to successfully argue to the FA that Paul Tierney made an error in sending Martinez off. Going to get Danny's take on this because this isn't going to finish yet, not anytime soon. Michael Carrick said this about the sending off and the incident.
Shocking decision to send Leach off. It's 2 games in a row we've had decisions like that go against us, but that one I have to say was one of the worst I've seen. So you can elbow Lenny Yoro for the first goal in the side of the head, leaning arm obviously, and then you can throw your arm in Leach's face, and then as he's off balance because of that, and he half grappler and he kind of half touches the back of his ear, which then pulls the bobble out, which then leads to look like I don't even know what it looks like. It's not a pull, it's not a tug, it's not aggressive. He touches it and he gets sent off, and worst of all, he was actually sent to overturn it, clear and obvious error. It's shocking.
Shocking according to him. Not so Martin Samuel in the Times. Now we know where we stand. Players, coaches, supporters, everybody. Hair pulling may be a playground tactic, but it is a red card offence and a 3-match ban. Got that? Good. Now we can...
this.
Benty.
Stan.
This is an unbelievable song, isn't
The
it?
timing is unbelievable.
Yeah, that was so good. Java talkSPORT with Jamal Musiala, Darren Bent alongside in partnership with Giacomo. Get fresh looks. Dear Benty, I still can't. Great brands from Giacomo. Still to come, we'll be asking if Newcastle fans, if they are worried about the bubble, it could be about to burst, or maybe not. Just quickly, Chelsea's Moise Caicedo has agreed a new deal to stay at the club until 2033.
Jeez.
What's that? What year are you now? 26 for 7 years, another 7 years.
They must, what's it called? They must know that Real Madrid or someone's coming to slap him down quickly.
With Bernardo Silva confirming he's leaving Man City this summer, the talkSPORT Daily podcast debates whether he is one of the Premier League's all-time greats. Holly Klink is joined by former Liverpool midfielder, the Smurf, the Magnet, Danny Murphy. Find it now on the talkSPORT Daily feed. Now, talkSPORT's lots of reading today. talkSPORT Drive, we've been nominated, don't mind reading this, nominated for an award, and we need your help. We're up for Best Radio Talk Show at the Television and Radio Industry Awards. The public, that's you, decide. You've only got until 5 p.m. tomorrow. So please, 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 can you vote for me and Benty and the boys and girls behind the glass? Just head to trick.org.uk, trick.org.uk. Select talkSPORT Driver's Best Radio Talk Show. It takes about 43 seconds. If you could do that, we would love you forever. Right, time now for this.
Objection! Sustained. I sentence you to a lifetime of supporting United. Football Court is now in session with Judge Paddy on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
Yeah, time now for Order in the Court as we welcome Mr. Jolly himself, Alex Fitzgibbon, from our friends at Paddy Power for this week's Judge Paddy, who's here to rule on a topic that Benty and I are going to debate. You all right, happy chops?
Alex, how are you keeping?
Yeah, well, good, man. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Wait, Alex, what's going on with the blurred background?
Yeah, I know. Has to be done. Being told by the lads.
Can you do me a favour? Can we see the background but blur your face out?
Does that mean the background's a better view than my face?
That was the joke I was alluding to.
Yeah, so
right. Always a pleasure. Looking well, my friend. What are we talking about this week?
We're going for Benty was so convinced there a few weeks ago that Arsenal are going to win the league, so we're going with Arsenal going to win the league.
That's it.
Oh,
yeah, that's it.
It's been a difficult week, has it? You're busy. Are Arsenal going to win the league? That's what the brain boxes at Paddy Power have come up with, right? Or is this yours? Is this what you're responsible for?
Short and simple. Keep it short and sweet.
Okay. All right. Well, we won't argue. Yeah. Well done, Jack. Benty and I got 45%. Needs to make our case, present our evidence. Alex, you're going to judge us on our knowledge, stats, delivery, and anything else we can make up. Who would you like to go first, Your Honour?
You go first this week, Andy. Yeah. I think we let Benty go first the last 3 times, was it, Benty?
Okay.
I think so, yeah. Still got robbed every time, but yeah, Karen.
Well, we'll find out, shall we? My 45 seconds on whether or not Arsenal will or won't win the league begin now.
Court is now in session, and it's already wildly unprofessional.
Well, for me, it's not just a case of will they win it now. I've said for a long, long time, and I've got documents to prove this, that I think Man City will win the league anyway. The fact that we've got this massive game at the weekend, we shouldn't even have this game. Arsenal were nearly 12 points of 9. It could have been at 12. We're in a position now where if Man City beat them, it's 3 points. They've got a game in hand away at Burnley midweek, and then it's level on points. And I think the fact that Arsenal played so poorly last night, they've been booted out of the FA Cup by a team in the Championship. They've been smashed in the Carabao Cup final by Man City, a team they're trying to beat the weekend, and they won't because they're away. All of that suggests to me that they're just starting to feel it every single time they play. And that's the reason, along with the fact that Man City have got people that know what it's like to win the Premier League, and Arsenal have got none. Oh, Jesus. Not really.
Order.
I don't think they will. You go about that.
Have that, Benty.
Yeah.
Look how happy he is, though. Honestly, look how happy. He's made his mind up before I even spoke.
Do you know what?
Honestly.
If God forbid I ever had to go to court, I would so love a judge like you. Yeah, imagine that.
He's laughing his head off before I even spoke.
The defence rest, then the judge turns and goes, go on then, beat that. Right, Benty, you're 45 seconds on why I'm guessing you're going to say Arsenal will win the league. Begin now.
All rise for the Honourable Judge Paddy.
Yeah, of course, I'm going to have to go. I think Arsenal will win the league. As you said there, they've got a 6-point gap. I know Manchester City have got that game in hand, but I think for Arsenal, they've got to go there on Sunday. The objective is simple. You've got to go there and win, which means their performances have to be better than they've been of late. And even though the performances haven't been great, they've still managed to eke out a few results, like the Sporting result, which I know wasn't great, even though it was a 0-0 clean sheet. But at some point, Arsenal have got to stood up and be counted. And I think this is the time they do it. The last 3 seasons, we've seen them be second. And I know the Arsenal players are feeling the pain. This is the season, because this game on Sunday, no one gives them an absolute prayer. They all think that it's going to be Man City 3-4, 5-0. I think if Arsenal go there and win, that will give them that springboard to go forward. And they play Newcastle, then Atletico in the Champions League, which I'll be there for. Then they play Fulham at home, West Ham away. Sorry. I just think that Arsenal can win that.
And there's a lot of ifs there, and that's not confidence.
Yeah, well, I can only speak on things that haven't happened.
I know, but I said it will, and you went if.
No. What was that?
That was just Jack pressing another button because it had been 4 seconds since he last pressed one. What are you going for?
Benty, I think I'm gonna go with you, Benty. To be honest, I actually, I kind of agree. They've been poor the last while, but I think they're due to find their feet again.
Do you know, Alex, I like that, but his face, he is devastated.
I know, I can see him. Sure, you can see the head from a mile away.
There he is.
Talk about my face. What are you doing this afternoon? Halting houses? Alex, it's always a pleasure. We love you being part of our show.
When's he going to come in? We've had Lewis.
When are you going to come in?
I was actually, where was it? 2 weeks ago, I was actually in London, and I was literally only thinking, I was like, I may pop in one day, but I'll pop in one day.
Why didn't you? Why didn't you?
Because I was on holiday, so I was like, I don't really want to go on my time off to go see YouTube, to be honest.
Oh, cheers. You know, I don't want you to come in now.
Yeah, I don't want you to. Yeah.
Well, yeah, before I jump off, for the people listening, give the boys a vote. It's great crack on the show every week, so make sure to give them a vote.
All right, John, I want him to come in now. A vote for our show. He's just giving us a
Did you do that? Did you vote for our show? Have you done it?
Yeah. did it there earlier this morning.
What surprises me a lot about that is the fact you can spell. Well done.
Honestly, he's an idiot. He's an absolute idiot.
Alex, you're a star. Thanks, man. Always a pleasure.
Please enjoyed it.
Thanks, man.
Mind yourselves. See you later.
We love you on the show. What good sport is. Thanks, Alex. Going to be another debate in front of Judge Paddy next week, 18+. Gambleaware.org.
Judge Paddy on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
Apparently, so you've been blocking people on social media again.
No, not again. It's never stopped.
Because someone's put here, like...
I'll only block if people are rude. You know my...
No, but someone's put, so Goldstein, you sit there and constantly trash our club, and when we respond back to you, you block. You can dish it out, but you can't take it.
Yeah, it's my party.
If you can't listen, if you're going to dish it out...
What I want.
No, you got to do that.
That's my party. These are the rules, right? Imagine my Instagram page is a party, and you come in, I say whatever I want, because I'm like king of the party, and if you're rude to me in my party, your bouncers kick you out.
If I come to your party and you're rude to me, I'm about to kick you out of your own party.
You can't kick me out.
Well, trust me, I can.
You can't. That's like kicking me out of my own Instagram page.
Well, I'll do that. If I have to. If you're rude
that doesn't mean anything.
If you're rude to me, you get it back.
What, in my...
Yes, in your...
No. Okay, so I post something on Insta, and I go, look at Benny's hair, right? So I'm rude to you. Yeah. What can you do on my page? Nothing. Hey, it's my party.
Hey, I can now.
You can't.
Trust me. Me and my new mate. So, hey, you keep mucking around, you son.
He can.
Yeah.
He can. But you do. Everyone's used to that, fella. Right, when we come back, we're talking about Newcastle. Is the bubble about to burst? It was like Anthony Gordon wants out. Newcastle fans, are you slightly worried that it may already be coming to an end? And it wasn't that great a party, was it? Or maybe I'm wrong. 03717223344. And we've got Andoni Iraola being linked to your club as well.
Yeah.
So Newcastle fans, what's happening at your club? 03717223344.
Harry Maguire in a bit of trouble, or his mouth has got him in a bit of trouble, Simon, the Manchester United defender, of course, now hit with a one-game suspension. He misses the match for United at Chelsea on Saturday. The FA ruled that he swore at the fourth official, Matt Donoghue, following his sending off at Bournemouth last month. Maguire missed Monday's defeat to Leeds, serving the suspension for that red card, but he'll now be banned for an additional game. Now, on the language that was used, the FA's written reasons confirmed that the fourth official, Donoghue, claimed Maguire shouted as he left the field, "You're a joke. You're all an effing joke." Maguire insists he didn't insult the fourth official, instead claiming he said something along the lines of, "It's an effing joke." The independent commission sided with the fourth official. They actually asked for a 2-match ban, but in mitigation, which included Maguire's character, it meant they settled on 1. What's worse, Simon?
Or did they get a character reference from the people in Mykonos?
What is worse? Questioning the integrity of an official or swearing at them?
Context, isn't it? I mean, robust language is used. It's the manner in which it's used. We're all grown-ups, and this language that we see and hear, which some people are wallflowers about, is traded amongst referees and players at certain times because you want that kind of dynamic. You don't want it to turn into disrespect, into aggression. And some would say, how can you use that language without being aggressive? Well, you can.
Yeah.
You can use it contextually. But there's also this balance in my mind's eye, which I always want, which is the respecting of all of the officials. Of course, I want the officials to be worthy of respect.
The former Arsenal goalkeeper Alex Manninger, who won the Premier League with the club in 1998, has died in an accident in his native Austria. He was 48. Police say his car was hit by a train at a level crossing. Elsewhere, should FIFA be footing the bill for fans getting around the US to World Cup matches? Well, New Jersey's governor is saying it's going to cost $48 million to take supporters from New York to the MetLife Stadium by train. And Mikey Sherrill is also defending increasing the cost of return tickets from less than $13 to almost $100.
I won't stick New Jersey's commuters with that tab for years to come. That's not fair.
What we achieved together is a legacy that will forever be cherished in my heart. The words of Bernardo Silva after it was confirmed he's leaving City this summer. The club say he'll be remembered as one of their finest and most popular players. Now, should Mikel Arteta be going into battle with the media over Arsenal's reputation? He's criticised the way they've been portrayed, despite officially being England's top team, both domestically and in Europe so far this season. Simon Jordan has given his verdict.
If they are the winners that people would like to believe they are, the Keowns of the world and whoever else, right? It's irrelevant what some journalist writes.
Meanwhile, former Arsenal midfielder Adrian Clark is worried about what might happen if they don't beat City this weekend.
They've got to dig deep here and find something. Otherwise, then this season that looked like it could be magical, it could be super special, it might end up trophyless.
And following reports is Saudi backers might pull the plug. The chief exec of Live Golf, Scott O'Neill, has told staff this year will continue at full throttle. But talkSPORT's Rupert Bell says it's still in trouble with players leaving the Middle East and heading back to the PGA Tour.
There is a drip feed of people returning, and that, I think, is impacting on the long-term potential, and they're struggling to get sort of big-name faces to sign on.
Plenty more at talksport.com.
Welcome back to our number 2 of Drive Time on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein. Bent is here.
Your hair's in bits, mate. You need to get that sorted.
No need for that. No need at all.
Benty's is almost gone.
All right, Jack. Happy Jack over there. We'll be hearing your questions in what's happening in Benty. Still time to get them in. I'm looking at two more goodies, please. 03717223334. Get your goodies in. Right, time now to talk about Newcastle and the bubble that could, or maybe it's not, but is it about to burst?
Mateta running up to it against Ramsdale, and he hits it into the corner. Ramsdale went the right way. Crystal Palace turn it around.
He's obviously won the cup. That should deserve some sort of credit in the bank, if you like.
I think Eddie Howe probably has to take responsibility of what happened last summer. And there's all talk about whether he stays or whether he goes.
Gordon's in the penalty area now! Newcastle lead! Savour the moment, Newcastle fans!
Yeah, I cannot wait to speak to Newcastle fans about this. It's a strange one. Reports today suggest that Newcastle winger Anthony Gordon is open to leaving the club this summer, following interest for Bayern Munich. It comes following a run of 3 defeats in all comps for Eddie Howe's side. They are currently 14th in the Premier League. Ali McCoy and Gabby Abon-Hall on the Breakfast Show this morning. They said that fans can't blame Gordon for exploring a move away from the club.
I would say he's 100% right to exercise those options, Gab. You know, and whether it's another contract at Newcastle, you know, whether it's he moves on.
Maybe Newcastle want him to move. We don't know. Maybe
we don't know the
Eddie Howe
situation. Maybe
will take the money, maybe
right.
reinvest in other places, because he has had a decent season, Anthony Gordon, but there's been many times where he's been dragged off.
I get it.
For other wingers. Like, he's not had the season of his life. So it might suit both parties. Use that money to go and buy another winger.
I always think it's interesting to hear what the fans think of players that we talk about. They see him week in, week out. It's been a good season for Andy Gordon in the Champions League, right? 10 goals, but he's only scored, 3 goals in open play in the Premier League since Jan 2025. That's frightening. How do you think Newcastle fans will feel about him potentially wanting to leave the club?
This is one of their better players in attacking areas, as you said. If you looked at it in totality, 17 goals this season, you go, it's not bad, that. But then you look at 10 in the Champions League, 10 in 12 games, which... And I can never understand, because when we've had this discussion with Newcastle fans, and we've said, listen, he's flying the Champions League, their argument to us is always, look who he's playing against. Look who he's playing against. And my response to that is, well, if he wasn't scoring against those teams, you'd have something to say about it.
That's a great reply.
Do you know what I mean?
It's a very fair point.
Yeah, so... But to have 6 goals in the Premier League is better than that. And only 3 goals from open play, he's a lot better than that. He's been asked to play in 2 positions, on the left or down and as a centre forward. I think Newcastle fans, of course, would want him to stay because he is one of their better players. But I do think some Newcastle fans, in their patience with him, are a little bit like, do you know what? If he doesn't want to be here and he thinks he's better than us, then let him go. Like, listen, he's certainly not an Isak where you try and hold him to him for everything that you own. We need to keep hold of Isak. We need to keep hold of him. I don't think Newcastle fans have put him in that bracket. Now, it'd be interesting to see what happens after the World Cup, because I don't know what it'd be worth now and what people are willing to pay for him. But if he goes to the World Cup and has a good one, then more teams are going to come. More.
What was that usually do? Push up by 20 million?
Maybe, depends. I mean, some.
What's he worth now?
Oh, how much I pay for him? 60.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not more. I don't think he's worth more than that.
I was going to say 60.
I'd say about that.
If he has a great World Cup, 80. That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, not for these numbers.
No.
But listen, he's a good player. I do like him. He's quick. He can score goals. I know he's not maybe scored that many from open play this season, but there's definitely a player there. He's obviously an international as well. He's English, so that obviously bumps up the tax, the English tax. But it'd be interesting to see, because I get it. If Newcastle fans have had enough with him, potentially this summer they might have to replace the manager if he goes. Anthony Gordon, Tonali. I think I read this morning something about Bruno Guimaraes.
Well, that's the one, I think, because he's always talked about his undying love for that club.
Right. So those 3 players, I don't know how you replace that. Because listen, you look at the recruitment, they've already got one wrong in terms of they've got Isak and Watermada and Visser. Yeah. Neither have worked. No. They're playing a player. And that's when, me being a striker, that's when I'd be like, hold on a second here. If I'm Visser or Watermada, I'm going, he's playing players in my position that don't even play my position. So it's not like Watermada's on the bench and Visser's playing up top, because you go, okay, fair enough.
Another striker.
Both of them are on the bench and they're playing a left winger in your position.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That'd be a worry for me, that.
Is a worry for Newcastle fans where they are in the league, 14th. I mean, that's just not good enough. Do you think the owners are getting a little bit bored? Maybe frustrated?
That's the word I think I'd use. Frustrated, because when they first took over at Newcastle, I remember some of the phone-ins we were having, and I understand it. We were just not being facetious, having a bit of fun, talking about, well, they've got the richest owners in sport, not just in football, in sport. Is it Mbappe going to be coming through the door next? Is it going to be this player? Is it going to be that player? And then they've obviously got to the Premier League, realised the financial restraints they're under, can't really spend the money, can't keep hold of their better players and add better quality to the squad. They're almost having to sell to buy. They're probably, at some point, they're going to go, what's the point? The only way this changes if Newcastle constantly keep getting in the Champions League, growing their kind of fan base, keep that investment, that commercial value.
I've said it before financial fair play came in, you had the likes of Abramovich could splash the cash in any window.
I'm pretty sure his first window, Abramovich, he signed like 7 players.
Yeah. And that effectively built Chelsea up to where they are now.
Yeah.
Along with the likes of the power of Man City, Manchester United, and so on. And that's because as soon as the FFP comes in, clubs like Newcastle with gazillions behind them, no good.
Even Villa. Villa can't.
Even Villa.
Villa this summer potentially might lose Morgan Rodgers for 100 million to balance the books. Surely that's a player. You build your team around players like that, but unfortunately they can't. And that's where, again, we've always said it in terms of FFP, right? The Saudis come in, we want to spend what we want. Here's a check, 2 billion. So if we decide to go out, we're out of here. This 2 billion will keep the club running for the next 5 years, or however long it is.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But at the minute, because they're thinking, realistically, what are they doing it for then?
I don't know.
Because,
well, let me ask you this. On the back of that, reports this week have suggested that the Saudis could be about to pull the plug on the funding for Live Golf. I'm sure you've all read that, right? Is that a concern for Newcastle fans? Can you see them doing something similar there?
Well, if they're not, if they can't get Newcastle, because I remember when they first came in, they lived up to their promises, brought some good players in, and I remember them talking about Champions League every single season, and didn't they say challenging for the Premier League in 5 years or something? They're way off that.
The way behind
schedule. It's impossible to do.
That's the thing. So they might go now. Listen, this is no disrespect to Newcastle, right? If these Saudi owners took over Man United, oh my goodness, a problem. It's a huge problem from Arsenal, City, Chelsea.
Because they can spend.
Because they've got the commercial power to be able to go, okay, we're here, bang, 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 here we go.
Yeah.
All of a sudden now you go, here we go again. Man United, decades. Do you know what I mean? That's the level. And obviously they won't dominate for decades because they have good sides. But for Newcastle, they've gone in there with one time behind their back, and now they can't do anything.
Yeah. I'm asking Newcastle fans to phone up to talk about whether or not they think the bubble's going to burst, but also going back to Anthony Gordon, how do you think they'll view that?
Well, the two messages I've got on here, someone's put good riddance Gordon, grab the money and run, and the other one saying they'd be happy for him to move on.
Why is that?
Maybe performances.
Lack of goals.
Lack of goals, maybe.
Do you know
what it is? I think lack of commitment, because...
Oh, that's deep.
Do you know why I say lack of commitment, right? At one point, Joe Linton was mocked more than anyone up there, wasn't he? Joe Linton, right? Now, Anthony Gordon, you'd probably say, has got more ability in terms of technical ability than Joe Linton.
Yeah, that's fair.
But because Joe Linton worked hard, went back into his natural position, gave it everything, Newcastle fans absolutely love him. Like, because he's a trier, he works hard, he's giving everything. I don't think they look at Anthony Gordon that way at all. I think even Joe Linton's won their Player of the Year a couple of times, or maybe, I know he's definitely won it, but all of a sudden they love him.
Would you like him at your club, Anthony Gordon?
I'll take him.
And I don't mean would you take him. If your club has got £60 million spent and they bought him.
Yeah, he start on the left.
Would he really?
Martinelli and Trossard.
Yeah.
He starts.
I mean, you bought
10. He plays in the 10.
Odegaard.
He's a 10. But Odegaard, again, he'd have to sit on the bench behind Eze.
Oh, okay.
But
you've changed your mind now that much on...
Yeah, I'm having Eze start and
Gordon on the left.
Gordon on the left.
And that improves Arsenal?
I think so. I know the numbers suggest not.
Yeah.
But...
the numbers do suggest not.
But I just think he's better.
Martinelli's numbers aren't great, are they?
No. Wigan was the last time he scored a goal.
Yeah. In fact, a lot of your players, their numbers aren't great.
No. Put Wigan in front of him, flying.
You got Wigan everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, well, listen, I'm really interested to hear Newcastle fans' views on Anthony Gordon. The texts that have come in already, both of them.
Yes.
100% for a big fat no. And also, Newcastle fans, are you worried that bubble could burst? Have you hit your ceiling? Are you on the downslope? 03717223333.
Downslope? Oh, that's new.
Do you like that?
On the downslope.
I think that's the thing. I mean, I've no control over what words come into my head, but I think that was
You say that. You always say that, didn't to us.
I didn't know downslope was coming out.
What, so you thought about that and it came out?
I had no control over that.
Downslide. Downslope?
Downslope. I think downslope. Is that a word?
I don't think I've ever heard
Jack,
that.
your dictionary corner. Downslope. Jack saying yeah. Amazing, isn't it? I don't know what I'm thinking.
I don't think on this station I've ever heard you.
Downslope.
The years I've been working with you,
never
say
used
downslope.
before. Just happened. Just come out.
Would you take him at United?
What, downslope?
Nah, Anthony Gordon.
I don't think we need him, do we? We've got Ahmed on the right. We're trying to fit Mbeumo and Bumu and Cunha in. And then you got a striker in. Then you got Bruno. And then you got...
One second, please. You don't think you can find better than Ahmad?
Well, Ahmed plays on the right.
Yeah, but can you find better than him? Of course you can.
Yeah, but if Gordon was coming to United, I'd stick him on the left.
Okay, so and who's on the left currently? Cunha?
Right.
Cunha's a good player.
Yeah, Cunha's a great player.
But then you could play Cunha centre forward.
Yeah, but where's Mbeumo play?
On the right.
Where's Ahmed play?
Bench.
All right. Why have we got to say it with such a tone?
No,
your attitude's on a downslope.
Downslope?
03717223334. Anthony Gordon and Newcastle and the bubble. Is it about to burst?
I'm enjoying Britain's Got Talent. Are you more into? You've not hit your golden buzzer yet, have you?
No, I have. I hit it for Rafferty. Yeah, I hit it for Rafferty, 16-year-old boy who gelled music and magic together. It was really sick.
And the last one, I watched one last night. I thought it was recording. The choir at the end were very good. The kids from Wales.
Yeah,
very good.
We did the whole 6-7 thing. Do you even understand what that is?
You get some numpties on there as well.
Oh, you do. But
what about the guy with the Scotch egg? He wants sectioned.
KSI, I've got before I let you go. You're talking about 16-year-old magician Max Dowman. What about your team? Have you got a little bit of panic on the Arsenal?
Nah, zero panic. I know the boys are on it, and I'm going to see them today or tonight when they face Sporting Lisbon. It's going to be a great game. I'm excited to see them do their thing. Obviously with what the press do to Arsenal, and some, even with some fans, and definitely everyone who aren't Arsenal fans, they put a lot of pressure on the team, and they want the team to break, but they're stronger than that. And I know that this year is going to be different. So I'm excited to see them perform and, do what they need to do to hopefully get a trophy this year.
talkSPORT, it's me, Andy Goldstein, my partner in crime. He goes by the name of Darren Bent, and we're in partnership with Giacomo, style and brands for every man. Still to come, we're joined by Kevin Hatcher, a bit of drive or wine. Just quickly, the EFL has informed the preferred bidder for Sheffield Wednesday that the club will start next season in League One with a 15-point penalty. It's been confirmed, we talked about this last week, Bernardo Silva will leave Man City when his deal expires at the end of the season. Let's take calls from Newcastle fans. Be interested in this one. We're talking about the bubble bursting, or has it? Are you worried, Newcastle fans? And also about your love or lack of love for Anthony Gordon. Is it on a downward, what was the word? Slide?
Downslope.
Is it downslope?
It's downslope, that's what I'm saying.
I don't even know what word I use.
And Jack says, and it's a thing.
It is downslope, yeah? Thanks, Jack. Ray's a Newcastle fan. Hello, Raymond.
Andy, Benty, good afternoon, guys.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking. What would you like to say?
Sun's out up here, so it's a nice day.
Nice.
I've got a couple of things really about Anthony Gordon and the possibility of the bubble bursting.
Okay.
Anthony Gordon hasn't been the same player since the original Liverpool transfer scenario about 18 months ago now.
Yeah.
He's not been the same player since then. I would happily see him go for the right fee. I I think we've got an ideal replacement. We don't need to buy one in Harvey Barnes if he plays him normally on his left position. I think he's every bit as good a player as Gordon, with the potential to be even better. He's got a lot more goals this season. He gives more to the team. And I think as far as Gordon goes, if he wants to go, let him go, the same as any other player. But if they're going to let them go, it's got to be right at the start of the window. None of this last summer carry on right to the end. It's got to be at the start. Get the money for them and use the money to replace them straight away. And get, you know... And as far as the money goes with the summer, the Saudis losing interest, I think they are a little bit frustrated. And honestly, I cannot see them giving Eddie Howe a big transfer kitty to spend in the summer after last summer.
Ray, where do you stand on Eddie Howe?
I like him, and what he's done for the club, nobody can disagree with. He will forever be a club legend. People go on about he's got a bit of credit in the bank with a cup and what have you. That now is all history. Winning the cup, yes, it was brilliant, but it's history. And what matters now is moving forward. And at the minute, the club are going backwards, Benty. Yeah. This time last year, we beat Man United 4-1 convincingly. Coincidentally, Eddie Howe wasn't in charge of the team that day. Tyndall and Graham Jones were in charge of the team because Eddie Howe was in hospital. And with 3 or 4 games to go, second place was still in our own hands in the league last year.
Wow.
And we only just scraped 5th because Villa didn't beat Man United on the last day of the season. We only just scraped 5th place. If Villa had won, we would have ended up 6th and out the Champions League. Yeah. The club's... The project, I heard you guys speaking before about the promises the Saudis made when they came in. They said we'd be challenging regularly for the league title by 2030. We are light years away from that. Yeah. Light years away from challenging from that league. We're struggling to get above mid-table at the minute, to be honest. You know, this time last year we were 4th in the league, playing well, and then it just died off towards the end of the season. I honestly think everything Eddie's done, he's taken us as far as he can. Thanks for your service. And goodbye, I think it's got to be.
Right, you've been great. Thank you so much for your time, pal.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
You've been great. What a great guest. Do you know what? I don't want to show favouritism here. I've never had a bad call from a Newcastle fan. I think they're all fantastic callers. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, brilliant.
How funny if Connor's rubbish. Hello, Connor.
Hello, lads. How are we doing?
How much pressure's on your shoulders now?
Big expectations now. I can't believe that. Cheers, Andy.
Huge. How are you, man? Are you good?
Yeah, very well, mate. Good. Very well. Great show, lads.
Thanks,
Great show.
Thanks. Go on. What do you want to say?
So I just want to talk a little bit about Anthony Gordon and the sort of lack of commitment that you said there earlier. I think we need to cast our minds back a little bit to sort of November last year when we got pumped 3-1 off West Ham at their place. And, you know, realistically, that's when the poor form started for him. It was 18 lack of goals or assists in the Premier League games for him at that point. No contributions whatsoever. And I think coming out and saying you're a mentality monster, but yet you can't come on at home to Barcelona in the Champions League and you come off as a sub, I think it's massive, really. It doesn't show you as a mentality monster, and he's made his mind up already. I think, well, he's sort of contradicting himself a little bit by saying that, but then not showing commitment to come on the pitch. It just doesn't seem right.
So, if someone put a bid in for him, how much would you be willing to accept to move him on?
Well, realistically, yeah, you've got the English tax. I get that, right? But I think the problem with the transfer fee, sorry, to answer your question, Benty, the problem with the transfer situation is it starts on his act list, by the way, and it starts enforcing moves coming out and saying, oh, he's in a contract with what, 2030? What do you need your future sorting for? You've got 4 years left. So realistically, would you take 60 million, get your money back and go put your money somewhere else? You probably would. Why wouldn't you? You would go chance your arm, but realistically, because of the situation we're in, are you going to replace an Anthony Gordon for 60 million for somebody who's Premier League proven? Well, probably not.
Yeah,
you're right.
There's nobody available.
Yeah.
You know, you look at 60 million.
Thanks, Connor.
It's a lot of money, but it just feels which is barking. Because 60 million at one point, you go, oh my goodness.
You get the best in the world for that.
Right, 60 million now, you go.
It's a fallback, isn't it?
No, yeah, you know what? Yeah, pretty much so. Yeah, you go, who can you find? But listen, recruitment is always key. They'll find someone. I always thought it was going to be near enough impossible to replace Isak because that's how good he was, and it's proven that way so far this season.
Yeah.
But I think he's right. I like Harvey Barnes. Power, pace, can get forward as well, can score a goal. I think he'd score more goals if he got more opportunities.
Ryan's a Newcastle fan up next. Hi, Ryan.
You all right, lads?
Yeah, good, man. How are you today?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
What do you say, Ryan?
So, yeah, the whole Anthony Gordon debate, I've just been looking at his stats there. His last 2 seasons, he scored 6 goals in the Premier League. Well, I know we've got a couple of games left of this season, but I think he's got the audacity they say that he's wanting that next level. I've seen links that he's potentially Bayern Munich's going to come in with him. I heard the previous callers there, and my opinion, Harvey Barnes is a way better player than Andy Gordon. I don't like his attitude
can
at
I
all.
ask you, right? I'm really surprised at the lack of love that Newcastle fans have got towards Anthony Gordon. Is that across the board? Do any of them? If would I expect maybe 2 or 3 Newcastle fans to phone up and go, no, hold on, he's a fan's favourite, I quite like him, or is he just not liked now?
I think it's ever since he signed a new contract, a 6-year contract, a year ago, 18 months ago, and ever since he signed that, his performances have been poor. He cuts in on the right. He has a shot with his right foot. There's lack of power in his shots. There's nothing else in his game, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
No, do you know, I understand what you're talking about in terms of bit predictable, but this is the problem that they've got. Is always what you do. But I'm telling you now, because there have been reports, haven't there, about Areola potentially going to Newcastle. If I am Areola and I'm going to Newcastle, and if you shift on Gordon potentially, and you sell one others and you get some money in, there's a few Bournemouth players that I'm raiding, man. I'm trying to get Alex Scott in midfield from Bournemouth. I'm not trying to sell Bournemouth players, by the way, so sorry, Bournemouth fans. But if I'm Areola, I'm trying to get Alex Scott. I like Evan Nielsen, man, up top. Rayan.
We've talked about him before.
I'm trying to get. There's a few of them players at Bournemouth. I'm going. I'll take him with me.
Yeah. Do you regret not?
You ever laugh? Regret
not having the chance to sign for Newcastle?
No.
You don't?
No.
I mean, it looks like a fantastic. I know you played for Sunderland. I know that.
Yeah. No. Do you know what it is?
If you wouldn't have played for Sunderland.
Yeah, of course you play for Newcastle.
Oh, okay, fine.
So it looks like a great club, great place to live.
It does, yeah.
I promise you, great place to live.
We should have a night out up there.
You might not come back, bro.
In a good way.
Well, I don't think if you don't come back is in a good way.
Why? Why would I not come back?
That's unbelievable.
Why would I not come back?
Because you have that much of a good time.
Oh, I see. You don't want to come back.
Incredible.
Really?
Then we'd come back, but yeah,
nice
you
out
should
in Sunderland.
Huh?
Nice out in Sunderland.
If I'm honest, I don't think I ever went out in Sunderland.
Why?
As a team, we used to go and eat there.
Oh, well done.
No, we used to go and eat there.
Drive through.
No, there's some nice restaurants there.
Why wouldn't you go out clubbing there?
We just wouldn't.
Why?
A lot of the boys were based in Newcastle. If they weren't in Newcastle, they were in Yarm.
Oh, okay.
That's supposed to be beautiful down there as well.
We should go. We should do a show from there.
From Newcastle. Great city. We go to.
That'd be great.
Do you know what? I can't remember what the place is called.
Brilliant.
Do you know, Newcastle fans who are listening right now will know there is a Chinese restaurant. I think it's Chinese, right next to the stadium, not far from the stadium, and all the players used to go there. I can't remember what it's called. The Newcastle fan, when I'm talking about, all the football players go there in Newcastle.
You've got about 10 seconds to text him.
Not 10 seconds, but even if it's later on, just remind me what it is.
Still to come, we'll be hearing your voice notes in what's happening in Benty. Get those in now, 03717222324. And we've got IMDb coming up.
Yeah.
I haven't even talked about it. IMDb will be coming up. Find out what Benty woke up to at 4 o'clock this morning or 3 o'clock. But time for a bit of no Googling. Did you come in yet?
Not yet. I know they won't let me down.
They'll just come in.
Honestly, I think it was a Japanese. It was like a teppanyaki place.
Yeah.
Where they cook it all in front of you.
Oh, nice. Chef's table.
Yeah. Oh my God, sweat.
It will come in. Keep looking.
Teppanyaki.
Is that what it's called?
No.
Oh, right, okay. After Newcastle, Anthony Gordon was linked with Bayern Munich. We want to know who's the only player to ever move directly between the two clubs, Bayern Munich to Newcastle. All right. Good question, isn't it?
I think I know it.
And the answer to that, and hopefully the name of this restaurant.
Yeah. Hannah. Told you.
You got it?
Yeah, Hannah. That's the restaurant. That is the one. I promise you.
So good their name.
Woo!
More from me and DB after this Love and Drive and talkSPORT.
Wow. Well, just when Liverpool fans were in a state of depression somewhat after going out of the Champions League last night, the news has got even worse in the last 10 to 15 minutes, because it's our understanding here at talkSPORT, Hugo Ekitike faces 9 months out. He ruptured his Achilles tendon in the game last night against PSG at Anfield. He will now also miss the World Cup. So Ekitike is out. All of a sudden, there's a lot more emphasis going forward on Alexander Isak. And of course, bear in mind, Mo Salah is going at the end of the season as well. So it adds up to an awful lot of recalculation for the people running the club and for Arne Slot. Arne Slot coming in for it a bit as well. Simon and Danny alongside me this morning. Many messages coming in. We're going to take your calls 03717 223344 from 10:30 onwards. But there is one message, and it's not all that complimentary to Arne. Let's not use this half-good performance to gloss over the fact that Slot has turned a very good Liverpool squad into one of our poorest teams in many years. Slot's signings have been a disaster, and our whole season was thrown off course by the insane chasing to sign Isak, an injury-prone, overrated average striker, when we were desperate for a defender. Now, that's a Liverpool fan, Danny, who is laying it on thick this morning. Has he got a point?
Well, the thing is, Isak has struggled with injuries over the years. He only had one real full season for Newcastle where it...
Over the last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
I bet you're getting loads of
Yeah, they're all coming in, yeah. People were texting me Hannah and that.
Hannah.
I swear to you, Andy, that restaurant, I used to get something called the Imperial.
Go on.
Like, I think it was prawns, beef, like this chicken option.
When you're a pro footballer,
yep,
the life you must have. Right, I'm not taking the mickey here.
Yeah.
No. But you can have virtually, if you're a top level footballer, like you were, right, on crazy money, you can have any car you want, any house, within reason.
Yeah.
You always look physically good because you're training all the time. You're eating the best food, so you're not really going to put on weight, if you know what I mean, unless you abuse it.
Yeah.
You can go to any restaurant, any clothes. I mean, it isn't. When you look back at it, you probably don't realise, take it for granted, it's the most insane life you guys lead.
Yeah, and it almost, I said before, I've spoken to people about it, various podcasts and stuff. It felt like a different lifetime ago. Like, honestly, it feels different. Even the small things I would have forgot about when I played, that you go, oh my goodness, I remember that. Like, just... Like,
was there ever a moment where you just stopped and thought, this is...
No, because you're always in it. Do you know what it is? I always felt like you're looking for the next. You're looking for the next. Like, so that you're in one season, you're thinking, right, next season I'm going to... Do you know what I mean? So I never felt I could just sit there and go, all right, wow.
Okay.
Just play for my country. It's about, you play for your country. Game we got the weekend, all right, we go again.
Okay. You can't just sit and look at it all.
No,
and enjoy and take it in.
No, but there's so many different aspects of being a pro footballer that I wouldn't have thought about, like good and bad.
Go on.
So like the bad would be, if you're going for a tough time, like I can deal with it. But what my family doesn't understand, and people giving them stick.
Okay.
There's things like that. Do you know what I mean? And now my little boy's obviously playing. These are things, because I remember having conversations with my dad after I finished, and him saying at times he was having to bite his lip, and his mates like wanting to get into fights with people because, of course, it's that stick that I'd be getting. Do you know what I mean? It happens. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then also on the flip side, when you do well and you score goals, and the crowd is singing your name, how proud your family are of hearing the whole stadium singing your name and stuff. It can go both ways.
Yeah.
But it's just, I honestly think to myself, it's one of those where I couldn't have asked for the two best jobs, being a footballer and now talking about it. In my opinion, I know there's other people go, nah, my job's better, but for me...
Well, neither are a job, right?
No, they're not.
Neither are a job.
They're like hobbies.
Yeah.
Getting paid for a hobby.
Yeah, it's insane.
But yeah.
And sat next to me 5 days a week. I mean, you can't... That's like a competition with.
You can handle being in that circle, man.
What?
You'd blow up, man.
What are you talking about?
Like, if you was a footballer, you would not...
Why? What wouldn't I be able to handle?
Your head would be so big.
You can't get bigger than having a portrait done.
That's my point. Honestly, you wouldn't be able to handle it.
I'd like to be given the chance.
Do you know what the big thing is?
Yeah.
People offer you everything, right? And when you're playing, you just go, whatever. Like, yeah. But now, you go, I love that. 100. What, new coffee machine?
What, crisps?
Yeah, I love that. Look, box of crisps. Yeah, I love that. But back then, you just like, do you know what? Yeah, I'll get it. I'll just give it to my mates.
I need a new coffee machine, by the way. Anyone's listening?
I'm trying to get what's going on. I'm trying to get a Ninja one.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a Ninja.
No,
what about Tex Bex?
No,
he's the face of Ninja, isn't he?
Yeah, because I did a collab with Ninja, and they give me a new fan. You know what I mean?
Stop the fan.
We'll give you a fan. Where's the coffee machine at? No, and they give me an air fryer.
Oh, you don't want that. Yeah, we want coffee machines if you're listening. Right, before the break, ask the question, is the only player ever to move directly between two clubs, and those clubs being Bayern Munich and Newcastle? It was Didi Hamann for $5.5 million. Right, time now for this. So,
Drive worldwide. What?
I was just apologising to producer Joe there. Sorry, I was saying sorry we took so much, Joe. And then realised that Jack left the mic on. Unbelievable. Right, time for Drive Worldwide. We take a look at some of the biggest talking points from around the world of football. Join us now as our European football guru, expert. Call him what you like. We call him Kevin Atchard. Hi, Kev.
How are we, chaps? You well?
Yeah, we're good.
Good, man. Are you all right? What T-shirt you got on? Looks like a Baby Yoda one.
We have got Frank Langella from Masters of the Universe, a Skeletor.
Dolph Lundgren.
Yes.
I don't know what you've just said.
What? Dolph Lundgren played He-Man. That's Skeletor.
That movie's coming out soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
You going to watch that, Kev?
Yeah. I was a bit disappointed the way they've gone with it. It looks a bit too knockabout for me.
Oh, dear.
But we'll see. Might be fun.
Honestly, that original Master of the Universe, incredible film, that.
Kevin Atchard's He-Man review, live on Drive.
Make sure you get me on that podcast.
I'm telling you, Frank Langella as Skeletor, it's one of the great acting performances of all time. Benty will back me up on that.
Better than Brando in The Godfather?
On a par.
Unbelievable. Dolph Lundgren was unbelievable.
By the power.
He was unbelievable as He-Man.
Who played the cat? What was the cat called? Like Frisbee or something. What was the cat called?
Battle Cat. Battle Cat wasn't in it.
Well, it was Cringer, wasn't it, before he became Battle Cat?
Yeah, Cringer and then turned into Battle Cat.
Man of Arms was in it. Teela was in it.
No. How can you leave the cat out?
I think they felt the effects maybe weren't up to scratch.
Great.
So you can't just paint a cat green and yellow. Wouldn't have been good.
No, of course not. Right. We got you on so much to talk about. We'll look back at the week's action in the Champions League. Let's start with last night's, and it was a classic, Bayern against Real Madrid. One of the best games you've seen for a long, long time, Kev.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was incredible. I thought the first leg was amazing as well. I think if you look at the whole tie, phenomenal. And a lot of that is down to Bayern Munich's approach, because they go hell for leather. And against a team like Real Madrid, which is so good on the counter-attack, that was always going to lead to fireworks. So an incredible game. And I admire the way that Bayern really turned it round, because that was a horrible start for them. Giving a goal up in the way that they did Manuel Neuer. I mean, Neuer played really well in the first leg, right? But I said after that game that wasn't in keeping with his general level of performance this season. I got a bit of stick off some of the Bayern fans, but he has been jittery and he has been making mistakes. And we saw that last night. It was a ridiculous pass to play straight to Arda Güler, and it was a great finish. And I thought he could have done maybe better with the second as well. But the way they stuck at it, the way they kept going, and they eventually found a way. They got a bit of a helping hand with Camavinga's red card, which Real Madrid are furious about. But they found a way, and that finish from Diaz right at the end, fantastic. And Olise deserved that goal. I thought he was the outstanding player across the two legs.
Kev, what did you make of the red card? I thought it was the second yellow. I thought it was a bit... Do you know what I mean? I'm not quite sure whether it's a red or not. If I'm honest, I don't think
really naive. Just really naive. I don't know what he's doing. To pick the ball up, carry it, and then drop it. He's got no business picking that ball up. Now, it's really fussy. Don't get me wrong. It's not the kind of thing I want to see a red card for. But the players know the rules. And, he's trying to delay it, isn't he? He's trying to stop them taking a quick free kick by picking the ball up and just messing around in general. I thought was a really dumb thing to get a yellow card for. And this is a guy that is still young, relatively, but he broke through at such a young age. He's played that many games now at a high level for club and country. You can't be doing things like that.
Well, Kev, it's going to be a difficult question I'm going to ask you, because in that fixture, we saw, in my opinion, the two best strikers on the planet, in Mbappe and Harry Kane. If you could only pick one...
Mbappe.
There you go. See me and...
Hold on, to leave out...
No, because me and Andy would say Kane, he loves him. I'm always Mbappe. Why do you think Mbappe has got the edge over Kane?
It's purely personal preference, if I'm honest. They are both elite strikers who've done incredible things. I just think it's the explosive pace, the movement. Look, Kane's got it all. I'm not necessarily saying Mbappe's better than Kane. I'm just saying if it's personal preference, who do I want to watch over 90 minutes? I'd have to say Mbappe. I think he's a phenomenal player, one of the best of his generation. You look at the goal numbers he's produced at Real Madrid in quite a dysfunctional team. They're incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Well, let's stay with his team then. What happens to the manager, Arbeloa? What happens next for him?
I think he's got to go. I think it's a really difficult situation they're in, because they're almost at the point where they're shutting down too many options. So Xabi Alonso went in there at the start of the season, as we know, and he had this idea that he wanted to be top down. He wanted to get these ideas across to his players. He didn't want a hierarchy. He wanted them all to be a collective. All very nice, but it just was never going to work. In hindsight, I thought maybe because of the player he was and the gravitas he carries, maybe they'd go for it, but they just never did. And then you've gone to the other extreme where you've got Alvaro Arbeloa come in, who's talked about, promoting their individuality and creating a framework within which they can shine. But you need something in between, and that's really difficult to find. Personally, I think the way they could go, and maybe should go, is Didier Deschamps, because he's going to be available. Huge experience, has managed big-name players. The football isn't always great, but I wonder whether he could give them the defensive structure they need with a light enough touch to be able to get those creative players to work.
Yeah, that'd be incredible. Kev, I want to talk to you about the semi-finals now. I mean... Listen, I think it's going to be very different, two semi-finals, but I'm going to start with the PSG Bayern. I mean, that is a blockbuster. Who can you see going through in that game? And I was talking about it earlier with Andy, and we spoke about it's a battle of the front threes, because PSG's front three, when that's in tandem, is incredible, and we know how good Bayern's are. Who are you tipping to go through?
I'm getting all the brutal questions today, aren't I? Kane over Mbappe, and who's going to win this? I think Bayern, but... mega close. I mean, I think they're the best two teams in the competition now. I thought at the end of the league phase, the top two was right in terms of Arsenal and Bayern. I thought they were the best two in Europe at that stage. I think the weight of expectations weighing Arsenal down a little bit. Some of the injuries they've had. Saka, we don't know what shape he's in. Ødegaard's been in and out. I think they've, obviously Havertz has been in and out. So I look at PSG and Bayern as the two best teams in it right now. I think the PSG have really improved. I thought they played brilliantly in that first leg against Liverpool. I thought they should have won, 3-4-5. However, I still think you can get at them. I still think they give you gaps to hit. And Liverpool actually, had they got that first goal and had they got the crowd really behind them, might have been a different game. PSG deserve to go through, don't get me wrong. But I just think there are little spells where they just don't hit top gear. We saw it against Monaco in the previous round. They weren't great all the way through. Bayern will go at them. Hell for leather, 150 miles an hour will just absolutely go at them. And I just think that forward line, if it's fit, will damage anyone. And I think Olise, the way he's playing, Luis Diaz, Kane, I think they can create enough chances and score enough goals to go through.
And just quickly, Kev, Atletico, Arsenal, I mean, that's going to be, for very different reasons, that's going to be more of a difficult game to call, I'd suggest.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be the horrific spectacle everybody's making out, because Simeone doesn't play that kind of old school dig in for a 1-0 anymore, because they're just not capable of it. If you saw what happened against Barcelona in midweek, Barcelona absolutely flew at them, and it was only the fact that Atleti could score goals now that got them out of trouble, because they scored an excellent goal, Llorente's cross for Lookman, and that just changed the momentum completely, because at that stage Barcelona had wiped out the first leg deficit and were looking really, really good. So they do play a different way. I don't know how much I'd take from the fact Arsenal stuffed them in the league phase, because I actually thought Atleti played quite well in that game up until the first goal. I think they'll have learnt a lot from that. Arsenal are the favourites, but Atletico are there on merit. I thought they were the better team against Barcelona, actually. Certainly the more ruthless team.
Kev, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming
Kev.
on. We'll speak to you on next week's show.
Cheers, chaps.
Thanks, man. There you go, the wonderful Kevin Hatchard. When we come back, we will be having lots of fun in the best bits of talkSPORT. And in the last hour, we've got What's Happening, Benty, and IMDb, and the end of show quiz. What a great hour that is. All coming up live on talkSPORT after this.
Placed Tottenham Hotspur, very much down there and scrapping in the relegation zone. Tottenham fans reportedly have called off plans for another pre-match parade to welcome the team bus before Saturday's home game against Brighton.
Last time, didn't it?
Well, yeah, this is all to show a bit of passion and fervour. We're right behind the team, etc., etc. But apparently they're calling it off. A statement by the organisers of Show Up, Sing Up, Stay Up campaign said they were disappointed at calling it off, but they support whatever Roberto De Zerbi sees fit in order for his players to have the best possible preparation. Apparently, De Zerbi decided his players will arrive at the stadium earlier and not by coach, so that they avoid fans lining the pitch, as we saw pre the Nottingham Forest game. Is he right, De Zerbi? Do you think? Is he taking the temperature down a bit?
Well, I assume he's got method to his madness. I mean, ultimately, the last time they did the show up, stand up, or whatever it was, didn't work so well, did it? They got beat 3-0 by Nottingham Forest. So I'm not so sure it's been proven to be something that has a proof of concept behind it.
Yeah.
The fans will be behind the players inside the stadium. Now, bless their little cotton socks. Maybe they don't need to be told how important it is to the fans, because it's only important to them, isn't it? Maybe that's part of the thinking. But De Zerbi is obviously trying to manage the game with the best intentions of making it as normal as possible, not heighten the expectation upon the players. Any more than the circumstances already will. They'll be well aware of the social media reactions. They'll be well aware of the linear broadcasters and all their opinions about it, and they're well aware of the responsibility.
Drive talkSPORT with Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. Partnership with Giacomo. Get fresh looks, great brands from Giacomo. Still to come. We're hearing your questions in What's Happening, Benty. Just quickly, the EFL has informed the preferred bidder for Sheffield Wednesday. The club will start next season in League One with a 15-point penalty.
Mad that, like they ain't suffered enough.
That's terrible, isn't it? And Chelsea's Moise Caicedo has agreed a new deal to start the club until 2033. Right, time for a bit of fun. Yeah, you know what to do when you hear that music is, well, pin back your luggles. Some of the best of talkSPORT. Why don't we kick things off with how to win the World Cup? Here's the 1998 World Cup winner, friend of the show, Emmanuel Petit, being warned about a curse during his playing days.
You're going to stop playing football and you're going to get a very, very bad injuries. So if you follow what I'm going to tell you, you may have a chance to avoid it. So you have to go in Africa. You have to buy a cow to kill her, and then you have to follow the ritual, which I didn't do, obviously. 6 months later, I had a very bad injuries on my knee, and I had to stop playing.
What's the craziest superstition you've ever heard of?
Superstitions.
Yeah? Any?
No.
Left sock, right sock, shin pads, shout. Like, you remember Paul Ince was out the tunnel, didn't have his shirt
on. Yeah.
You have any? You must be. You're a bit
not superstitions, not really.
Nothing?
No, kind of...
Like, would you always wear the same pair of boots if you scored?
Oh no, if I scored a goal, then yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Even if the boots start to develop holes, I'd still wear them.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
He did do that. Could you make it as a butcher?
Yeah, man, easy.
Well, I don't think you could cut up.
What do you want, mate? No worries, mate.
And that's
half a pound of beef. Yeah, got ya. Yeah, man, no worries.
I'll be. What sausages you got, mate?
Got a few. Which ones you do? Pork, chicken, beef.
You got chicken sausages?
Yeah. What do you want, mate? There's a pot of butcher's this.
Benty's Butcher.
Yeah.
Why do you think Petit doesn't come on our show anymore?
I think it must be you.
He does. He texts me all the time, Manuel.
No, he doesn't. I think it's you.
When he texted me once, I turned to my wife and I went, World Cup winner text me. She was like, I don't know what you're talking about. You can find How to Win the World Cup where you download 21 minutes to go.
Listen,
same place.
Give it the same plug.
Same place. 21 minutes to go, which is arguably a better podcast. You can get it in the same place.
I will do the read properly. You can find How to Win the World Cup wherever you get your podcast and on the talkSPORT World Cup YouTube channel.
Yeah, or 21 minutes.
It's 21 minutes to go on the YouTube channel, is it?
Yeah, it is actually.
No, it's not.
I had to fight for that.
Brilliant. Now, this Saturday, Jamie O'Hara is tying the knot for the second time.
Trying to knot what?
You know, Jason Cundy will be in attendance. Here's the kind of etiquette O'Hara can expect from his co-host.
This is what Jason did. He goes to the kitchen where he's got the dirty plates and the dirty cutlery. He picks up someone's dirty plate and took it to the toilet and washed it.
Yeah. I do that often, mate. I wash it in the sink. Yeah,
in the toilet?
Not in the toilet, in the sink.
What did you wash it with? Hand soap?
No, your hand soap and also the paper towels.
Oh, should Cundy do a Has Anyone Seen...
Why can't you read today? What's the matter?
I don't know, it's very weirdly written.
No, it's not. It's just got words in order.
Should Cundy do a Has Anyone Seen speech at the wedding?
He's got to do that. He's got to do Has Anyone... What would he say? Has anyone seen... He wouldn't have Mrs. Cundy. What would I don't know what it would be. Single O'Hara, something like that. What you should do, has anyone seen O'Hara? And then rattle off the list of all his previous girlfriends.
Jeez.
That'd be great.
Who at talkSPORT would make the worst best man?
Jack. Because you'd be there and you'd get everything done, but your speech only you would laugh at, Jack. It'd be awful. It'd be awful.
Have you got any advice for O'Hara on his big day?
Just remember, when you say I do, you lose 50% of everything you got.
And make sure you get your calls into the sports bar when it returns at 10:15 tonight, following another massive evening of European action.
Staying with weddings, let's finish with our brand new sister station, talkSPORT Gold. And we wanted to call from Stuart, a man who skipped his own wedding to watch England beat Germany 5-1. Don't remember that.
I was sitting in the bar, it was about an hour before, and I thought, nah, I don't think so. So I got in a cab, went down to the station and got a train down to Brighton. And watching the game in a pub down there, switched my phone off, and that was that, basically.
What did you make of the game then that night? So you watched it on your own?
Yeah, I watched it in the pub. It was all right. Yeah, I watched it in the boozer. It was all right.
Are you married now, Stuart?
No.
Don't remember that at all.
Jeez.
If someone has cold feet on their wedding day, should they go through with it?
No.
I agree with you.
Don't do it.
You've got cold feet for a reason.
Yeah, trust me.
What's the most important event you've ever skipped? You've been at the birth of your kids?
I've been at the birth of all my children. The most important thing I haven't skipped anything that's massively important.
I mean, you skip most of our meetings because you're playing paddle.
Yeah, that's not important. It's important.
It's not important, is it?
No. It's there. It's there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like Homer Simpson says. What do you think O'Hara will have? Spurs Brighton on a big screen at his wedding.
Yeah, he's got to. He has to.
I don't think you don't want the day ruined.
Nah, I think you've got to somewhere in that venue.
Imagine getting married. If you said to her, you'll be getting married the day that Spurs lose at home and they stay in the bottom three.
Yeah. No, you've got to have it on somewhere. Do you know, my dad, when he's been to weddings and stuff, I've seen him.
Yeah.
And if Chelsea are playing, he's got his little phone. As the speeches are going on the desk, his phone watching Chelsea.
Wow. Yeah. I always watch football at my kids' plays or...
So you're not watching the play?
No, because they're in it for 2 minutes.
But for that
they come out and say, I thought it was 3:30, and I'll look up and go, well done, and I'll look back at the game.
You're not getting main roles, no? Not getting the big roles.
They weren't to begin with, and they found out their dad was.
Oh, so he bribed your way in there, did you?
Yeah, damn right. And make sure you download 21 minutes ago with me and Cundy. It's Thursday, that means a new one come out today.
Yeah,
so
fantastic.
Shut up. Download today's one. Everyone that downloads it gets a free gold bar. How about that?
You said you've used that one. We need another one.
Everyone that downloads it gets a free submarine.
Why are you trying
on a downhill?
Why are you bribing people?
It's not bribe,
That's not as good, is it?
Oh, yeah. They get a free Ninja coffee machine.
You want one?
We both want one. When we come back, we'll have some fun. The fun continues at no one's demise, Mike Keogh. We'll be having fun with what's happening in Benty, and we've still got IMDb to come. And one more, Billy's warming up for the end of the show quiz. Great hour. Coming up live on Drive after this.
Anyway, your manager said...
He's having a giggle.
Arsenal have got themselves to a Champions League semi-final. Might this end up being the amazing season that Arsenal and Arsenal fans have always been hoping it would be? Because they are well and truly in the Champions League. They are leading the way in the Premier League. Next stop is the Etihad on Sunday. Who's to say that it doesn't go pear-shaped and they do an incredible double? And we're going to take so many Arsenal fans coming through this morning. They want to talk to us, Simon. Why are we, though, at a point where the last English team in the Champions League, Arsenal, are having to defend themselves? As I say, many people, like a mate of mine last night, yeah, we're through, but no creativity, no patterns of play, no attacking outlooks. Who cares? They're through. Chris, big Arsenal fan, good morning. Do you care?
Not really, no, Jim.
I didn't think you would, mate. What's your honest thought on this? Because so many critics are having a swipe at you.
To be honest, looking back, if that was Fergie or Mourinho back in the day, going away, clean sheet, get the win, come back, clean sheet, go through. Move on.
Yeah. So what do you think is driving this narrative of Arsenal? It's the way they're doing it, though. It's the way they're doing it. You know, Arteta is saying the coverage they get at the moment, Chris, is more or less like the coverage a relegation threatened club would be getting.
It's a bit clunky, isn't it?
The former Arsenal goalkeeper Alex Manninger, who won the Premier League with the club in 1998, has died in an accident in his native Austria. He was 48. Police say his car was hit by a train at a level crossing. Elsewhere, should FIFA be footing the bill for fans getting around the US to World Cup matches? Well, New Jersey's governor is saying it's going to cost $48 million to take supporters from New York to the MetLife Stadium by train. And Mikey Sherrill is also defending increasing the cost of return tickets from less than $13 to almost $100.
I won't stick New Jersey's commuters with that tab for years to come. That's not fair.
What we achieved together is a legacy that will forever be cherished in my heart. The words of Bernardo Silva after it was confirmed he's leaving City this summer. The club say he'll be remembered as one of their finest and most popular players. Now, should Mikel Arteta be going into battle with the media over Arsenal's reputation? He's criticised the way they've been portrayed, despite officially being England's top team, both domestically and in Europe so far this season. Simon Jordan has given his verdict.
If they are the winners that people would like to believe they are, the Keowns of the world and whoever else, right? It's irrelevant what some journalist writes.
Meanwhile, former Arsenal midfielder Adrian Clark is worried about what might happen if they don't beat City this weekend.
They've got to dig deep here and find something. Otherwise, then this season that looked like it could be magical, it could be super special, it might end up trophyless.
And following reports is Saudi backers might pull the plug. The chief exec of Live Golf, Scott O'Neill, has told staff this year will continue at full throttle. But talkSPORT's Rupert Bell says it's still in trouble with players leaving the Middle East and heading back to the PGA Tour.
There is a drip feed of people returning, and that, I think, is impacting on the long-term potential, and they're struggling to get sort of big-name faces to sign on.
Plenty more at talksport.com.
Well, Matt, till last hour, Drive Talk Sport. To me, it's he, him.
How are we, Darren? We well?
Kev's back. Another section. Like that, Kev. Yeah, I got to talk about Arsenal.
No, that's just a record. We joke. That's every week we do that joke.
Oh, sorry.
How are we, Darren? We well?
Is he there or is he not? Kev, what's happening? You right?
No, just the same thing. We just put exactly the same.
Right, cool.
Still to come, we'll find out what Benty has been watching in the middle of the night in this week's IMDb. But now there's another big old night of European action across the talkSPORT network tonight.
Oh, that's going to be an own goal! One of the most remarkable own goals I've ever seen. It is Porto 1, Nottingham Forest 1.
We try to keep going, giving confidence to take risks and trying to be consistent.
Tielemans sends the corner in. Watkins! Oh. Right at the end, Ollie Watkins gets his second, Villa's third. The two-goal cushion is restored.
Of course, how we scored the first goal was really fantastic and important, but they can score one goal in one moment. And we must be ready for everything.
What an atmosphere and what a night. Crystal Palace's first ever game in a European quarter-final ends with a victory, and a good one. Palace 3, Fiorentina 0.
It's always important to be in a good shape, and that's why we're looking forward to the rest of the season, hopefully 6.5 weeks.
Yeah, another big one. Follow us at 7. Natalie Soyos live coverage of Forest against Porto in the Europa League quarter-finals. Of course, that one is all square. Beautifully poised 1-1 after the first leg. Meanwhile, over on talkSPORT 2, Aston Villa. They take a 3-1 lead into their home leg against Bologna. And, of course, we'll keep you up to date with Crystal Palace. They take a 3-0 lead away to Fiorentina in the Conference League. The easiest way, of course, to stay across everything is simply by downloading the talkSPORT app, where you can swipe between our stations. Right, time now for this.
Benty, what's up?
Oh, Benty, what's up?
What's up, Benty?
What
Benty?
Yes, one of our favourite parts of any show. What's happening, Benty? This is where we give you the dance floor to ask Darren Bent. Former Burton Albion low knee Darren Bent.
I went to Hall of Fame, I ain't heard that for a couple of Hall of Fame.
Oh, it's all about that, is it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
When you were on loan from Burton, where were you on loan?
Derby.
And who paid your wages?
Derby.
Okay.
I missed the first half of the season injured.
Right.
Took a penalty, Port Vale, ripped all the ligaments of my knee. In my, on the outside of my knee. Horrific.
How many goals did you get for Burton Albion?
Not many.
Dear. Also, we've been asking you to send some questions in via the gift of voice note. What's it we laughing at?
I don't know.
Should we find out what's come in? Let's find out.
All right, Benty, great show. If you were to go to the moon on a one-way trip, what top 5 food items would you take? What's up, Benty?
So, one-way trip, we ain't coming back.
Yeah.
Right, so food.
Sad, isn't it? Yeah, what food you taking?
Chicken.
I mean, I don't know what the relevance is of not coming back.
Yeah.
Why can't you come back?
Chicken.
What style? What are you taking? KFC? What are you taking?
No, yeah,
Caribbean?
bargain bucket.
Right.
KFC.
All right. Look how excited he is. Like, it's going to come through that door in a minute.
Yeah, I'm going to go. When we got it delivered, do you remember that?
No.
Do you remember
The KFC?
the sponsor, KFC, in there, wasn't it?
That was unbelievable.
Yeah. And
I think McDonald's would. I mean, we love McDonald's and they sponsor the
Yeah,
show.
you're right, Joe. Grease everywhere. Now I'm going, yeah, KFC, bargain bucket, all chicken.
Yeah.
Legs, preferably leg.
No, but I see he's a breast man.
Nah, leg.
Okay.
I would then go with fries and some chips.
From where?
I'm going to go with, I like McDonald's chips. As long as there's salt on them, I like McDonald's chips.
Yeah, they are amazing.
Pizza.
There's a lot of fatty foods going on
Okay,
here.
I ain't coming back, am I?
Oh, yeah, dead anyway. Yeah, fine. Okay, yeah.
Pizza.
What are you having on your pizza?
I'm just going cheese and tomato.
Is that it?
Yeah, margarita.
Okay.
I'm going...
no pineapple?
No, Hawaiian's nice, though.
Okay. Is that what it's called? Hawaiian, if you have pineapple?
I'll
Right.
take a Jamaican patty with me.
Yeah.
Preferably beef flavour.
Right. One more. No ice cream? Dessert?
Apple pie.
You like the apple
Yeah,
pie?
yeah.
Have you've had an apple pie from McDonald's, right?
Yeah. And why is it so hot?
I've never had one in my life.
Have you not?
No.
I don't understand why it's so hot.
Oh, well, because they put it in the microwave, I would imagine.
You bite it, and if one little bit drops on your lip, I
Yeah,
promise you,
you're
it's
dead. Imagine that, and you having that with tiger bread in your mouth.
Oh my goodness! And a green tea on the side, which again is like the hottest drink on the planet.
Yeah. Have you noticed that when you go into like a coffee shop and you ask for like a green tea?
Yeah.
It's the hot water is hotter than it would be in a cup of tea.
And it never cools down.
I don't get that. A cup of tea is cooler than a green tea.
Yeah. Honestly, I promise you.
Joe said it's got milk in it.
Maybe that might.
Cold milk probably would do that.
But green tea.
Yeah, but either way, no. Actually, no. You pour the milk in with the sachet, Joe. So you are wrong there. It doesn't have the milk in it when you pick it up.
But no, yeah.
Look at Joe's little face. Like, oh yeah, it's a good
there's
point.
my
Yeah.
items.
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, very
good answers. On to the next one.
What's happening, Benty?
Hi, Darren. If you had to take one physical attribute from Andy Goldstein, what would it be?
Ha! Oh, sorry. Oh, laugh out loud, don't I?
Why?
Physical attributes, mate. Running. Not strength. Not power.
Comedy.
Well, that's not a physical attribute, then, is it?
Well, it can be physical. Physical comedy. Yeah. Look at.
But you know what? Obviously, pool table. You're good at pool.
You take my right hand.
No, cute. No, no. Q sports. I'll take that attribute. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. Well, what? I'm not taking your power. Your pace.
I don't really have any power or pace.
No, I mean.
I think you could take my comedy. That's
Technique. No.
Why did you look at my chest when you said technique?
No, it's just what I thought. No, but
nothing. You didn't take nothing from
you know what? But that's probably the best thing. Physical attributes, none. Mentally, I'll take a couple of things.
What would you say?
Your wit.
Yeah.
Take a little bit of that.
What
yeah.
else?
I ain't taking that. What am I taking that for? Crazy. No, but your wit. Hey, broadcasting skills.
Oh, answer. Nice. Good work. Let's move on. Excellent answer.
What's up, Benty? Jay on the M1, currently travelling south. Start, bench, sell the three Michaels: Tyson, Jordan, Jackson. Good luck, mate.
What a question that is. That we could be here for weeks now.
That's easy.
Oh.
I'm obviously selling Mike Tyson.
Why?
I'm obviously selling Tyson. I'm obviously benching Jordan. I'm obviously starting Michael Jackson.
So weird. So sad.
That's like obvious.
Uncomfortable I am.
No, you're not selling Michael Jackson.
Well, you're not selling Michael Jordan. You're starting.
No, he's on the bench. Jordan. Jackson's starting.
Not only am I selling Jackson, free transfer. Off
No.
Off you go.
Tyson's getting sold. I mean, it's a great question. But Tyson is getting sold. Jordan is bench and Jackson is starting.
I thought he was going to say start, bench, or sell the Batmans. Keaton.
Yeah,
right?
but there's been more than.
Oh, okay. Who's your top three Batmans?
Of Christian Bale one.
Right.
You know what? Right. This is going to be a bit controversial. So I'm going.
Not in here. It won't be.
Yeah, I'm going Bale one.
Yeah.
I'm going 2 Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
And 3 I'm going Keaton.
All right. Start, bench, sell.
You can keep Clooney and you can keep.
Start, bench, or sell.
Who's the other fella?
I don't know. Start, bench, or sell.
I'm starting Bale.
Yeah.
I'm benching Val Kilmer.
Oh, okay.
Selling Keaton.
Wasn't that much of a great question. On to the next one, please.
What's up,
happening, Benty? Andrew here. If you had to have a Royal Rumble style fight with all of your talkSPORT presenters, who do you think will come out on top and win?
I mean, straight away, my brain went to Brazil. I don't think.
Talking, mate, can't even stand.
Mate, you. Sorry.
Mate,
are you? No, do you
what are you talking
right?
about?
How are you throwing Brazil, him over the top?
You don't need to.
It's a Royal Rumble. You have to go over the top rope.
What, to get in it?
No. Right. A Royal Rumble is.
Yeah, I'm sure you can roll them under the bottom one.
The Royal Rumble rules are you have to throw them over the top rope.
I don't know if that's true.
Joe, am I lying?
So if you weighed a ton,
yeah,
you ain't losing it.
No, because but when you watch old Royal Rumbles like Yokozuna, for instance, it took about 6 men to throw him over.
I reckon you'd all team up and throw Brazil first.
No, I don't think you would.
Yeah, mate.
I don't think. I mean, Ade would take some.
He's the one.
No, because you can get him out. You could be tussling and you both go out.
You do what with him?
Like tussling wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about Gabby?
He's a big old lump. Anyone who's like.
Who's going first? Jacobs. Hawksby and Jacobs are going top ropes, aren't they?
No, do you know what's funny? I think you go first.
Oh.
And then the reason why I think you go first because I think
I'm a threat.
No,
yeah,
they'll gag up on you.
No.
I think is it every minute? Every minute they come in after that.
What do you mean they come in?
So like Royal Rumble, you start with 2 people in the ring.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then every minute, someone else comes in.
What, one?
One. I think it's every minute.
So if you could get rid of someone every 30 seconds, there'll only ever be every 2 people in.
Yeah, but it doesn't work that way.
All right.
But I used to look. That was my favourite kind of event back.
Who won? Who's the big Royal Rumbler?
I think. And now listen, I know the wrestling fans are probably because I haven't watched wrestling properly for a number of years. But at one point, Austin was my favourite ever.
Charlie Austin. That worked for himself.
He held the record for holding.
Austin who?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh right, okay. What about Hulk?
He would have won one. There was a famous clip of Austin just throwing everyone out, man, and he's on the top turnbuckle, just looking at his watch like, who's coming next, man? Who's coming?
Yes, you show me that.
Yeah. What an event that is.
Is it not?
It is.
On to the next one, please, Jack.
What's happening, Benty? Hope you're well, boys. Darren Bent, if you could put Andy Goldstein in a ring to face one finishing move in the WWE, what would it be? For me, it would be the Rikishi stink face. But what would yours be? Cheers, boys.
I just mentioned him, Rikishi.
I think I had that meal the weekend.
Do you know what Rikishi is?
I'm guessing something's on your face.
Yeah, so he pulled you to the turnbuckle.
What's the turnbuckle?
The corners.
Yeah.
I think he stepped onto the middle rope, the middle part.
Where am I at the moment?
You're lying on the floor.
Oh, okay.
And he just landed his bottom on your face.
Okay. Why is it called stink face?
No, I think can I tell?
Okay, yeah.
But no, I think I would like you to face the stunner would be good, Stone Cold.
What happens there?
Where it kicks you in the stomach, you bend down, then you slams your face. But and you just have pain.
What's the one where you stand?
Oh no!
Hold on. What's the one where you stand? They stand above them, and then you both fall backwards, like in Rocky 3 with the Hulk and.
Oh, like a suplex.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Right.
I think I'd like you to face. One is to say no. Yeah, sure. I think I'd like you to face Y2J Walls of Jericho.
I've got that album.
Snap your back. You can't. You're trying to tap. Well, I said don't stop.
What? Why would you want my back snap?
Because that's hard. That. Or you can have the face blaster.
I've got that DVD. Right, on to the next one.
What's happening, Benty? Jason here from North Wales. If you and Andy were to have a contest, who would fit the most amount of Pringles in their mouth in one go, and what flavour would you pick?
I think he means you can't crack them, right? Whole Pringles. That's what he means, right?
I'd say maybe about 15.
Yeah, I'd say about 15.
My
I thought it's 16 for me.
My flavour would be prawn cocktail.
Okay.
Yours would be really salted, wouldn't it?
Salt vinegar.
Yeah. Someone who hates vinegar, it's just.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I just dislike it. Should we have one more? Last one looks quite funny. Last one.
What's happening, Benty? Keeping to the restaurant theme up in Newcastle. If you were to open a restaurant, what would you call it? From Tom, the Watford fan. Yeah.
No, we would never call it from Tom the Waffle fan. It's a weird
We
name.
had Hannah, so I might call it Darren.
You could...
Yeah, I would call it that.
Yeah.
I'd call it, what would I call it? Nice restaurant chain. What would it be called?
Benty's.
Benty's Bay. Oh, it's beautiful.
Benty's Bay?
Benty's Bay.
What are you getting in Benty's Bay?
Will be West Indian cuisine.
All right, describe to me. I walk in the front door, Benty's Bay. What's it look like? What sort of decor is it?
So it's like beautiful tables.
Well, yeah. Beautiful tables.
Beautiful tables. Nice fat. No, I don't actually.
With a pole through them.
No, do you know, my restaurant would be fast food, take out. Get out. I don't want people sitting in there.
Get out of my restaurant.
I want people to go there, get the food, go home.
Good work. Round of applause for everyone that sent in. They're really good messages. We can only do that feature with your help and love. We've still got IMDb coming up. We've still got. I'm very excited about that. We've also. We'll speak to Leanne Sanderson in just a moment as well. We've got end of show quiz and team news ahead of another busy night of football live on the talkSPORT network.
What's up, baby? What's up, Benty?
Bring Klopp in for 12 months, let Klopp be the manager, and let Gerrard shadow him for 12 months. Let him learn from him.
What are you on about?
And then let Gerrard bring in his own team, because every Liverpool fan in the country, and I know they're listening to this now, would love Gerrard and Carragher on that touchline at some point.
Bobby, what are you on about?
You don't think it's happening?
It's extreme, but...
What do you mean it's extreme? Jurgen Klopp's not coming to Liverpool for 12 months to teach Steven Gerrard how to be the Liverpool manager. What are you on about?
That's not happening, Bob.
What do you mean, why not?
I think.
What do you mean, why not?
Things that have happened in football.
Do you think this is charity?
That have happened in football. No, but I think there's worse things that have happened in football.
Jurgen Klopp is not taking over Liverpool.
No, you ain't doing it.
No, I'm not saying on a permanent basis. I'm saying if he was shadowed.
Bobby.
Don't let Bob talk. Bob,
no, but Bob, we speak to you quite a lot, right? And you normally come out with some decent stuff, but that is absolute guff.
I don't think it is.
No, it is, mate. You're miles off it. You're miles off it. Jurgen Klopp's not going to turn up at Liverpool, come back for 12 months to shadow Steven Gerrard. What do you think this is?
No, worse things have happened in football. Well, that's what they'd be doing if they brought Alonso in, if they wanted to bring Steven in as his number two. I just think the club have got to be bold. You know, they've been bold in the transfer market. Why not be bold with future decisions going forward?
Well,
you know, it would get the fans on side and all of that.
I mean, if Bob's coming up with his own version of what my hopes happens, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Fans can dream. Get Klopp back.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having a dream on the wish list, is there?
Yeah, but, you know, you've got to be realistic, Bob. It ain't happening.
It's not happening.
I'm going to tell you right now, that ain't happening.
I do feel the music's been below par today. Jack, can I tell you what happened to you last night? Jack went out to the pub, got drunk. Yeah. Disgusting behaviour. Came back in, woke his wife up. Do you know how? Did you hear the story?
No.
Now, usually you come in, you make a noise, like you take your clothes off, putting your pyjamas on, whatever, you fall into something. How do you think he woke his wife up? What accident? What did he do?
Spilt something on her.
Yeah, that's a normal thing, like a cup of water or something.
Yeah.
Picture fell off the wall.
Oh.
His words, a portrait fell off the wall.
On her?
Was it on her? No. She go nuts, Jack. Went to the spare room. Well, she's not happy with you today as well.
What time did you get in, Jack? What time was he in?
Just after 1 o'clock.
Hey, you got in at the same time? I got in at 1 as well. Weird that.
Yeah, we weren't together either.
No, we got in at 1.
Dirty stop at you, Jack. Do you want me to send a little message out to make things up? Do it yourself, Jack. It's your driver talk sport with me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, alongside in partnership with Jacko. Styler brands for every man still to come. We'll find out what Benty has been watching. Oh, yeah, of course, in the middle of the night in his this week's edition of IMDb. Just quickly, Bernardo Silva will leave Man City this summer. We talked about that earlier on. In fact, let's ever so quickly off the back of that, right? He'll be one of the players that Man City will be looking at. I mean, they've got so many players that have hit a little bit of form. But he'll be one of the players that Man City will be looking to hit that form this weekend when they've got your team, Arsenal. A little prediction from you as to how you think that one will go?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I'll give you the proper prediction tomorrow.
Okay, fine.
But yeah, he's definitely going to play an important part. But he's, again, somebody who would like to... oh, you need it now.
Apparently the website want this.
Yeah.
Just lie.
I'm going to lie.
Yeah, okay. And we'll do our... if website people listen, tomorrow's when we're going to do it.
But no, yeah, I think Arsenal will win 2-1.
Yeah.
I think that... listen, Bernardo Silva will play a role. But he's one of them players, right? Listen, first of all, he's a top player. But he's one of them players as well that he doesn't mind taking a back seat to let others shine.
Yeah.
So he'll do all the hard work, which he always does every single game in terms of working hard, doing what he needs to do for the team. But he'll give it to the likes of Shirky, man, who can be match winners, can be the
So you
difference.
know when he did the little ball juggling thing in the cup final? I loved that. Am I alone in that?
If you're going to do that, you've got to be careful of repercussions afterwards. Like, do you know what?
It was Ben White when it smashed him.
Yeah, it would surprise me if the game on Sunday tries that and someone goes straight through him.
Why? Why? It's not disrespectful.
No, but it's disrespectful to Arsenal because you're doing it against them.
Was it this? You've got class, you've got skill, you've got talent.
Yeah, save that for the training ground.
You think so?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Do you remember when Anthony did his little circle thing?
See, and he got ridiculed for that.
Yeah, but that's because he didn't do anything. He just went in the circle and then lost the ball.
Richarlison was the one. They tried to, was it Forest? They tried to go after.
Yeah, on the far side, they smashed him. Who's the most skillful player you've ever played with?
Adel Taarabt. It's not even close, man.
Oh yeah.
That guy was a freak.
Did he do stuff on the training ground that we wouldn't even?
I've seen people try to volley him as hard as they can because he's just taking the mick and he laughs. But he was so strong, that he just couldn't get the ball off him. Nutmegs, little flick. At times, I don't know how. Like he'd probably, if you had a conversation with him, right, he'd probably say that he, in terms of this country, he probably underachieved because we only ever saw him have that one season at QPR in the Championship where he won every award there was to win.
Yeah,
but it didn't quite translate in the Premier League. He had his moments. Like there's always that clip, and I remember it not like it was yesterday, but I remember it. His debut for Tottenham. We played Derby at home, and he came on the pitch, and he did some crazy nutmeg, man. He started doing, and it's like like a meme when you look at his best bits. If you look at the nutmeg, it's like a rollback, starts through someone's legs.
Who do you reckon the greatest player to have a season in the Championship is?
Championship.
Is it him?
That's up there, yeah, one of the greats. Mitrovic would be up there as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's got over 40 goals,
Over 40 goals, man.
Yeah.
But no, I think Adel Taarabt that season, you go, oh my God.
He was like Messi, wasn't he?
He was Messi.
Yeah.
Remember the goal? Was it Swansea?
At Loftus Road?
Yeah, he nutmegs Joe Allen and just goes, far corner.
Incredible, wasn't it?
He's scoring, honestly, when you look
at... Do you know him still?
Yeah.
Could you get him in? Would you know where he is?
I don't know where he's based. I know when I was at Fulham with him, I was at Tottenham and Fulham with him, I remember we used to have conversations, man. He'd say, Benty, I'm not leaving London. He was absolutely obsessed with London. I was like, yeah, but just say, he was like, I don't care if, because he was at QPR at the time and Fulham on loan. He was like, I don't care if. I said, what about Newcastle? Nope. I said, Manchester, nope, I'm not leaving London.
Wow.
He loved London that much.
You should text him after the show, see if he'd come in.
Right.
Mate, I mean, I'm guessing he's still in London, right?
No, because he went to Benfica, and then I don't know where he's playing his football now, but he went to Benfica.
He's not still playing, is he?
I think so, yeah. He might be in Saudi, but I need to find out.
Yeah, be good to get him on the show.
Yeah.
What will the score be?
2-1.
Okay. Right. We haven't even got time to talk about Bayern Munich and Harry Kane, have we, Joe? Joe says no.
Well, what's it now? News?
Yeah. Why did you say like that?
Wow, my bad. Sorry, Joe.
I've never heard you just say, what is it now? Like you're just a listener to the show for the first time. What's going on? What are we doing? Yeah, just waiting for Joe to put up the no Googling. He's not done that yet. Look at his look.
I'm going to try and get hold of Adele actually and see if I don't know if he'll come in, but get him on.
Have you got his number?
Yeah.
Do you want to phone him up now live?
I ain't doing that, man. He won't pick up.
Would he not?
No, he's like, man. Yeah, he won't pick up.
A funny guy? He looks like a really funny.
Hey, great guy. So funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, so funny.
Yeah, it'd be great if you can text him, get him in. That'd be nice. Still to come, we'll have Team News head of another busy night of European football. Good work, Joe. He's put it up. Time for a bit of no Googling. Thank you, producer Joe. Who's the oldest player to ever make their Champions League debut? First game in the Champions League. This person, I mean, you're going to guess what position he played.
GK.
Yeah, he was 41.
My mate.
No, I don't think he's your mate. Who's your mate?
Carson.
Oh, from Man City. And who you going for?
Carson.
No.
Oh, you would have played for Liverpool, actually.
No. Who's the oldest player to make the Champions League debut ever? And he did it when he was 41. The answer to that, IMDb, end of show quiz, and loads more. Oh, and the news coming up, just in case Benty was wondering after this.
talkSPORT News.
Am I right in thinking, Simon, Andoni Iraola, in the past, he's someone who's caught your eye? Down at Bournemouth, you've been impressed.
Can't not do, can you? I mean, he's done a remarkable job at times. I mean, predecessors of his did remarkable jobs contextually, but he's elevated it even beyond that. The style of play, the manner in which they put some of the biggest teams into their box. They've had players repeatedly sold from underneath them, and yet still managed to produce a talent pool. They've had players sold at the beginning of the seasons, players at the middle of the seasons, and yet the guy has worked the oracle. He started slightly tentatively, didn't he? Because obviously you saw the Gary O'Neill situation where he got bounced out of Bournemouth and everyone thought that was an injustice. This guy came in, couldn't win a game. Gary went over to Wolves. Wolves beat Bournemouth inevitably in that particular game, and everything was looking like a particularly dark day. But he's been brilliant for Bill Foley. Bournemouth's been brilliant for him because it's given him a passage into the Premier League and shown an opportunity to show his trade.
Yeah.
But he looks to me like a manager that's going in one direction, and that's up. The question will be, how will he go when he manages bigger players in a bigger football club that has bigger expectations than Bournemouth, irrespective of Bill Foley saying that they can afford whoever they choose?
Yeah, well, the direction we know he's going in is the exit door because he'll leave the football club at the end of this season when his contract expires. Do you think, Danny, he's going to be widely coveted across the Premier League?
There's no reason why not. Because he's unapologetically himself in the way Bournemouth play. If you ever watch Bournemouth play, always better to watch them live, and I've had the pleasure of doing that quite a few times. He sets up his team really bravely to go after teams.
Amen Corner, perhaps the most feared run of holes in golf. Each year it claims the tournament hopes of many, with balls hitting bunkers and water traps aplenty. But why is it so fearsome, and where did it get its name? Just the thoughts of holes 11, 12 and 13 at Augusta National gives the likes of Rory McIlroy and Jordan Spieth the shivers. McIlroy hit 3 over and Spieth hit 4 over in their final rounds to blow their hopes of a green jacket in 2011 and 2016 respectively. But did you know Amen Corner's name is inspired by a jazz song from 1933? American sports writer Herbert Warren Wint, on the left here, wrote about it in 1958, referencing the song shouted in that Amen Corner when describing the run. Hole 11 is a par 4 over 520 yards with a green guarded by a pond and bunkers to the front edge. 12, perhaps golf's most famous hole, is a par 3 over just 155 yards. The green's guarded by Rays Creek at the front, more bunkers and azalea bushes ready to punish the smallest error. Then there's the 13th that teases the hook shot over the trees. It's a dogleg par 5 over 545 yards that's inviting for big hitters who want to reach the green in 2. If you want to win the Masters, you have to keep your score down around Amen Corner. So who'll be the next to fall victim to golf's most famous and most daunting challenge?
House of Pain? Jack, House of Pain?
Yeah.
What film is this from?
Oh, I know this. That's a great question. It's either going to be something like Home Alone.
I know why you say that, but you're in that, like...
All right.
Because there's a party in the dining room and that. And there's kids, like, swinging from lights and that.
Mrs. Doubtfire. That's good going, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good question. Do you like that film?
Yeah, great film.
You've not been watching that in this week's IMDb, have you?
No, I have not.
Okay, we'll find out what you have in a moment. Who's the oldest player to ever make the Champions League debut?
Mark Schwarzer.
It is Schwarzer. For who?
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Shout out Ross.
What year?
2004.
Ross the Cabbie?
2004?
No, 2013.
Oh, wow. Why did I get 2004 from
I
there?
don't know. Is that Ross the Cabbie?
Yeah. Shout out Ross the Cabbie. He knows his stuff, man.
Yeah.
And you know he's not cheating because the answer comes back in within about 3 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she knew
Oh, look at that goal.
Well, she knew London like
What
he
goal,
knows his...
what goal that was?
Who's that?
Okafor. Oh, great volley that. Monday night.
Keep it to play or not?
Nah, it took a deflection.
Thanks for mentioning that. For us at 7, Natalie Soy hosts live coverage of Forest against Porto in the Europa League. In fact, we can look ahead to that game now and all of tonight's European action with our friends at Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
European football preview on talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
And to help us do that, we can cross to the City Ground now and speak to former England striker and your co-commentator for tonight's football. As we say hello and good evening. Welcome to Drive to Leanne Sarnison. Leanne.
Good evening, guys. You okay?
I'm good. How are you? Are you well?
I'm doing great, thank you. It's a lovely night for football. I've come to the City Ground a lot this season. It's been brilliant, but tonight is one of those nights. I'm sure Benty will empathise that you just want to play football. You know, there's a night, the type of weather. I was always that type of player that didn't want to play when it was cold. So I'd appreciate nights like tonight.
No, yeah, it's going to be a fascinating game. I mean, 1-1, the tie's evenly poised. It's a weird one for Forest because, listen, they've got a game at the weekend which I think they'll fancy to win. I think they've got Burnley at home, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
but
they have.
Which one do you think's the bigger game, Leanne? I know, obviously, they're a touching distance from the semi-final, but for me, Premier League survival is a must.
Benty, that is like music to my ears because myself, Jim Proudfoot, Jason, everyone's just been in the press room having a massive debate over this situation. I said, fundamentally, staying in the Premier League is the most important thing. You know, I've seen a lot of the Forest fans, and Jim said, you know, from a fan's perspective, they've not been in this position for 30 years, and I get that, but that's why the fans don't run football clubs, because we think with our, you know, we wear our hearts on our sleeve, and I understand that, but I think, you know, the game at the weekend against Burnley, I saw a fan say, tonight's bigger, but Sunday's more important, so it's interesting, you know, and I also think, you know, if they win this game tonight, Villa have got Bologna. If Forest play Villa, I'd fancy Villa in this situation. I've backed Villa to win the whole tournament under Emery. I mean, it's what he does in the Europa League. So, you know, it's one of those ones where I would be focusing on staying in the league, but the fans want, you know, if they win this competition, they make the Champions League, but it's not as easy as that. A lot of people backed Roma to win this competition. They lose to Bologna. It's not an easy competition to win. Andy, you're a Man United fan. We remember when Villarreal beat us on penalties a few years ago, and we thought we were going to win the tournament. So
I'm glad you didn't mention last season.
Oh, no, I'm about to say, you missed one, Leanne.
Yeah, we don't need to think about that. We don't need to think about that.
Do you think there should be there is a possibility they can win it and go down? Do you think there should be a law that you can only play in the Champions League if you're playing Premier League football?
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, I was talking about Wigan earlier when they won the FA Cup and then got relegated the next year, and they haven't been back into the Premier League since. So I think if they can do both, I think we're looking at a team, guys, in Forest. They've had 4 different managers this season, so the players probably don't know if they're coming or going. But a major plus is Chris Wood being back. He started the game last week, came off at half-time, 35 minutes at the weekend, and they've missed him and his goals this season. So he's coming back at a really pivotal time, and it'll be interesting to see the starting lineup for Forest tonight, because they have played quite a different team in this competition in comparison to the Premier League.
Just a quick word, I don't know if Forest fans are aware, but I'm sure they are. Sadly, no Elliot Anderson tonight. He lost his mother, so our thoughts and prayers go to him and his family. A very, very tough time. A big loss that he will be to them, because in that position, I think he's one of the best players in the Premier League.
Yeah, definitely. Thoughts are with him and his family, obviously. But I think, he's been heavily linked to Manchester United, which I'm okay with as well. He was suspended for the last game after picking up that red card previously. So he will be a big miss, but he's not the type of player that plays in these games in the Europa League for them. Yates plays in these games. Dominguez usually plays. So it'll be interesting to see. McAtee's been good in this tournament, playing in the 210s with Gibbs White as well. So it'll be interesting. I saw a lot of fans saying about team selection, right? And I know there's a massive debate over when Kepa started in the final. And it's interesting because for me, as a player, I don't think you should ever get promised, I'm going to play in these types of games. If Forest get all the way, you've got to pick your best 11, haven't you? Yeah. That's what you've got to do. I mean, I've been in that situation before, and it's professional sport. So I think, McAtee's done well in this competition. Gibbs White seems to be one of the only mainstays. Murillo as well in this tournament. But I think, it'll be interesting to see his team selection tonight, and it'll be interesting based upon that game on Sunday against Burnley. Big game, but it's 6 big games for all the teams down there, isn't it?
It is indeed, Leanne. Thank you as always for coming on. Enjoy it, and enjoy the weather.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy the weather. We'll speak
Thank you. I'm loving it.
Have a good
Thank
run.
you.
Very jealous we are. That was a look at tonight's European action with our friends at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, they're here for it.
European football preview on talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
Fast becoming a favourite on our show. It's time now for this.
Can't really sleep, so I put on Moonraker. I'm in the middle of rewatching Spartacus. I'll blow the bloody doors off. Watch a bit of Trisha in the morning. IMDb.
Yes, time for IMDb. Goosebumps. That was so good. Brand new feature, IMDb, where every week our very own Darren Bent, DB, talks us through what he's been watching when he wakes up, bizarrely, at 4 a.m. and can't get back to sleep. Now, last week on IMDb, Benty gave out one of his highest ratings ever for 30 Days of Night.
Great film, that.
He's got it 7.8 out of 10. What have you been watching? When did you wake up this morning?
This morning I woke up.
What time?
I woke up at 3:46 when I looked at my phone.
All right.
Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
So you got in at 1?
I know, yeah. But I woke up, I just couldn't go to sleep.
You're so weird. What'd you watch?
Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls 2.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. You and I had a conversation.
Like this week?
Off air.
No, it was on air.
No, it wasn't. It was off air. It was off air. Because I said to you...
About watching 2. We had it on air.
What movie was it?
Yeah, for about half hour.
What movie was it?
That you're talking about?
Yeah.
You said if you put on a film, it's like...
I mean, it was on the back
Legends? No, what was it?
No, it was on the back of... Anyway, you said you can't watch if there's more than one, like a trilogy.
Yeah.
You can't watch the second or third without watching the
if it flows. This Ace Ventura Pet Detective, When Nature Calls, doesn't flow. It's a completely different storyline.
Okay.
But
why are you choosing that at 4 a.m?
I just saw it and went, oh yeah, I'm watching that. And it's just weird about it is that I'm waking up at that time and I'm laughing to myself at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Like some weirdo.
Yeah, that's not the weirdo bit.
Hey, great film though.
Okay, so
Jim Carrey's fine. 1995 it came out.
Yeah.
Obviously he's got a guy and he goes into to save a big white bat.
Right, this is not the dolphin one. That's the first one.
That's the first one. This one's about him trying to save a sacred bat, which has been kidnapped, which belongs to a tribe. So he has to go into the jungle and kind of investigate and try and find out what's going on. And it's just there's so many bits in that make me laugh when he fights the alligator.
Remind me of that.
So
does he end up in it or not?
So he ties a no, it's a rhino.
Oh, the rhino, yeah.
He ties himself to a raft. Well, he's been tied to a raft, and they go over a waterfall. And he comes up and he's like, "I've survived." And then, like, as he like, turns in the water, like a crocodile's just there. She's there fighting the crocodile. Just funny film. Great film.
He's an amazing actor, Jim Carrey. I mean,
But, yeah, underrated. People don't really talk
I don't think he's underrated. I think people realise he's an absolute genius.
What do you think his best work is?
Oh, that's a great question. He did a movie.
Here comes a movie that no one's heard of.
No, you haven't.
Was it documentary?
No, where he was Andy Kaufman. Man on the Moon.
See?
You've got to see Man on the Moon.
Mate, he's done so many better ones than that. The Mask.
There's no comparison. The Mask is nothing.
The Mask is unbelievable.
The Mask's like a cartoon.
It's a great film, though.
Yeah, but The Man on the Moon's mind-blowing.
What's the one? See, I like Ace Ventura 1.
Yeah.
I like Ace Ventura 2.
Have you seen 23?
What's that?
Have you not seen that one?
No.
Where he gets obsessed by the number 23. And everything in his world is 20. He starts going a little bit nuts.
No.
And writing out formulas and all that. You should see that.
Hey,
You'd like that.
Truman Show. Great film.
Yeah, no, the Truman Show is unbelievable.
Sad, but great film.
Yeah. That is. Some people think that's actually how the world is.
I know. Because he basically just drives into a boat into a wall, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great films.
Well, no other Kerry movies.
The Cable Guy? Average. No.
That's unbelievable. No.
I'll tell you
Cable Guy is an unbelievable movie, by the way. I might watch that tonight. That's a great movie. Go on.
What is the one where he raises the 3 boys?
Oh, yeah.
Me, myself,
and Irene.
That is unbelievable. That
is unbelievable.
Me, myself, and Irene.
There are so many incredible gags in that movie.
I know. And
it's almost like they scooped up all the great gags and put them together. That's where the limo drivers got the nunchuckers, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, the limo
beats
driver
him up.
takes his wife.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's so good,
Great
isn't it?
film.
Yeah. There's a lot of ad-libs in that.
Is there?
That stayed in it, yeah.
He's so talented, him.
Yeah.
There must be another Jim Carrey that we've...
Do you know, you saw Jim Carrey at the awards about 4 weeks ago, and everyone said it wasn't him. You see that?
Yeah, I saw that. And people were saying, yeah, it wasn't him. And what is it, a clone of him or someone?
Prosthetics.
Prosthetics.
Yeah.
Do you know what? He was brilliant as a Riddler in Batman.
Okay. He was good. He would be, right?
Oh, my goodness, we're forgetting a classic.
The Grinch.
That's the classic, is it?
No, I haven't seen the Grinch.
Hey, no classic.
Give me a clue.
Hey, the haircut.
Is it a comedy?
Yeah, come on, classic.
Oh, yeah. Simon Jordan.
What is it?
Dumb and Dumber.
That is an absolute classic, that.
So why has Simon Jordan got that hair? Is it Lloyd Christmas?
Lloyd Christmas.
Why has Simon Jordan got a Lloyd Christmas haircut? If he comes in with a chipped tooth tomorrow...
I think that's I mean, Dumb and Dumber 2 was terrible, but that...
There was a Dumb and Dumberer.
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah. Right, come on then. Right, questions I have to ask you. So you've told us that
Oh my goodness, another classic.
Oh, go on.
Liar, Liar.
That's all right.
No, it's a classic, that.
What about Heaven Almighty? Or God Almighty, whatever one he was. You didn't like that? Okay. Right, let's get back to Ace Ventura, Pet Detective 2.
Yeah.
8. You're going to be 8? A solid 8?
Yeah,
Bang on 8?
8. That is... Because I could watch it any time.
Did you watch it all?
No, I fell asleep towards the end.
And did you watch it from the beginning?
Yeah.
Can you watch movies in the middle? You can't, can you?
Not really. But the beginning's quite sad because he loses that raccoon and he drops it.
Mm.
He goes to save it, doesn't he?
Oh, they do don't they do the same from the cliffhanger?
Yeah, same thing, but he drops the raccoon.
With the raccoon, yeah. They do too.
Yeah. I mean, then he does a slinky down the steps.
That's very good. Okay, you're going to give it 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
So films so far you reviewed, these are films you only watch when you wake up at 4 a.m. Anaconda,
The Anaconda, Jack Black version.
What's it called?
That Anaconda.
That Anaconda. Can you change it, please? That Anaconda.
The Anaconda.
The.
Yeah.
6.3.
Yep.
Lake Placid, you watched at 4 a.m. 7.2.
Yeah.
30 Days of Night, 7.8. But we come in with the leader so far with 8 points of Ace Ventura Pet Detective 2.
All right, Joe, I just want to make a point, Joe. I know we've got to go to break. Is that right? Just give me 10, 15 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So when I was on the way back from the Arsenal last night, I was in the back of the car. The TV was on, right?
Limo.
No, it was a big Viana, right?
Mm.
And I was looking at the films that are on there, and one that came out, and I thought, hold on, like, I'm not being facetious or being disrespectful or anything, right?
I don't know where this is going.
Right, Titanic 2.
That's not a film.
I promise you.
No.
You've
got that wrong, mate.
In the break,
You've got that wrong. They're all laughing at you.
Look,
D.
Look at this.
D. That ain't a film, mate.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
That ain't a film. It can't be.
I was on Amazon, and it came up.
Titanic 2 is not a film, D. Why don't you watch it?
Thank you, 2010. Thank you, Jack. Thank you.
Will you do me a favour? Please review that for next week.
I mean, really?
Please review that for next week. No one knows what that's about.
2010, Titanic 2.
That is someone in a studio going, right, what made us a load of money?
Yeah.
Oh, Titanic. Well, let's make a second.
Yeah. I knew I had to teach you about that. I saw that last time when I got to tell the boys about
Jack just told me the strapline on it. 100 years later, lightning strikes twice. Although it was an iceberg the first time, so that's incredible.
Titanic
Can Can you?
I'll watch that.
Can you watch that for next week's IMDb? Will you promise me?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what I'll do. You do that, right? And I will watch. What's the horrific films? You keep telling me about these.
Sharknado. Yeah.
I'll watch Sharknado. All right.
Yeah. Cool.
And you watch Titanic 2.
Yeah.
So bad, they made it again.
The debate goes on. The hair-pulling debate goes on because Manchester United, we now learn, plan to appeal against the red card given to Lisandro Martinez for pulling the hair of Leeds United striker Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Here's the thing. For the dismissal to be overturned, United have got to successfully argue to the FA that Paul Tierney made an error in sending Martinez off. Going to get Danny's take on this because this isn't going to finish yet, not anytime soon. Michael Carrick said this about the sending off and the incident.
Shocking decision to send Leach off. It's 2 games in a row we've had decisions like that go against us, but that one I have to say was one of the worst I've seen. So you can elbow Lenny Yoro for the first goal in the side of the head, leaning arm obviously, and then you can throw your arm in Leach's face, and then as he's off balance because of that, and he half grapple and he kind of half touches the back of his ear, which then pulls the bobble out, which then leads to look like I don't even know what it looks like. It's not a pull, it's not a tug, it's not aggressive. He touches it and he gets sent off, and worse of all, he was actually sent to overturn it, clear and obvious error. It's shocking.
Shocking according to him. Not so Martin Samuel in the Times. Now we know where we stand. Players, coaches, supporters, everybody. Hair pulling may be a playground tactic, but it is a red card offence and a 3-match ban. Got that? Good. Now we can move on. Do you move on from it, Danny?
Carrick's spot
He's
on.
right, isn't he?
He's the heck. He's jumped up for an header. He's not even looking at.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I'll be watching Titanic 2 as well tonight. This is Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent, in partnership with Giacomo. Get fresh looks and great brands from Giacomo. Right, team news and lots of it. Follow us at 7. Natalie Sawyer has live coverage of Forest against Porto in the Europa League. Team news for that is in. Jim Proudfoot has more. Jim, good evening.
Andy, thank you. Well, it's a difficult balance to marry up a relegation battle and European challenge. Vitor Pereira named a mix and match side in Portugal last week for the first leg. Made 9 changes then for the Villa game at the weekend. Tonight's team, a hybrid between the two of them. 5 changes to Sunday's side, but it is closer to the side that started the first leg of this tie. Elliot Anderson is away on family leave. Our very best wishes go to him, his family and friends. Chris Wood starts up front as he did last week. Jai Cunha's back 5 weeks after going off injured against Midtjylland. He's in for Milenkovic. Ortega's back in goal. And Dominguez returns in midfield with Ndoye replacing Hudson-Odoi on the left. So Ortega in goal. Aina, Cunha, Murillo and Williams the back 4. Sangare and Dominguez in midfield. Hutchinson, Gibbs wide and Ndoye. And Chris Wood up front. As for Porto, they include 41-year-old Thiago Silva at centre-half. He'll play alongside Southampton old boy Jan Bednarek. 1-1 from the first leg. And Leanne Sanderson's alongside me for an 8 o'clock kickoff with the build-up starting with Natalie Sawyer at 7 here on talkSPORT.
Thank you, Jim. Right, staying with the Europa League, Aston Villa, they host Bologna. It's live on talkSPORT 2 tonight. Alex Crook can tell us more. Crookie.
And the good news for Villa is that Emi Martinez is fit to return in goal, having missed Sunday's 1-1 draw at Forest due to injury. It means the home side go with the same 11 that won 3-1 in the first leg at Bologna last week. Martinez in goal, Cash, Konsa, Torres and Digne the back 4, Anana and Tillemans in midfield, McGinn, Rogers and Buendia behind Ollie Watkins in attack. As for Bologna, they're without Colombian international centre-back John Lukumi due to suspension, so Nicola Cassele deputises first-choice goalkeeper Lucas Skorupski remains sidelined, which is a blow for the Serie A side. This feels like a potential famous night under the lights at Villa Park, as the home side looks to rubber stamp their place and a potential semi-final with Nottingham Forest. This one live on talkSPORT 2 as Aston Villa host Bologna.
Thanks, Crookie. 2 down, 2 to go in the Conference League. Palace, they go to Fiorentina. Jeff Peters has team news. Jeff, good evening.
And there's 1 enforced change for Palace from the first leg, which they won 3-0. Evan Gesson is injured, so Jeremy Pino comes in alongside Sarr and the informed JP Mateta, who scored the opener against Fiorentina and then grabbed a brace off the bench against Newcastle on Sunday. Jack Harrison on loan for Leeds, and Spurs loanee Manor Solomon are both in the Italian starting lineup, as is former Manchester United goalkeeper David De Gea. Fiorentina against Palace in the Conference League. Second leg gets underway at 8.
Thanks, Jeff. Finally, a huge game, actually, in League 2. Bromley, they're going for promotion. They host Cambridge. The Moose can tell us more.
2 years ago tonight, Bromley winning 3-1 at Oxford City in the National League. A win tonight, and they will be a League One club at the second attempt of getting out of League Two. What a phenomenal rise. Cambridge come here off the back of a win at the weekend. Jack Walton in goal for Jake Eastwood, who was sent off. But there are 5 changes for Bromley, for whom victory and only victory will secure that promotion. So Zach Medley comes in, so does Byron Webster, Ben Crowhouse, Ben Thompson, and Jude Arthurs. I saw him warm up beforehand. I went, hey, Jude, good luck tonight. It's Bromley against Cambridge here at Hayes Lane.
Wow, he went that way, did he? Good work as always. After a busy night of football, the boys on the sports bar from about 10:15 will be taking your calls. Guess who's walked in? We haven't got that much time for the end of show quiz, but we've still got time. But we'll always have time to find out what you've been up to today, Bill. No, we haven't. No one cares. What are we doing, Billy boy?
Don't even put my mic on anymore. Got no chance.
You got no chance?
No chance.
What are we doing?
You've just heard all the team newses. The quiz is about...
Team newses?
Newses, yeah.
Yeah.
It's about all the teams involved tonight.
Okay.
No.
Andy, John.
No, I'm going first. Gab was first. I'm going first.
Well,
Hey, I'm going first.
We should go backwards and forwards. So yesterday it was the co-host, now it's the host.
It makes sense. So Benty tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah, first. Yeah.
Andy.
Yeah.
Forest play live on talkSPORT tonight. Steve Stone used to play for Forest, and Stevie Wonder sang Superstition.
Yeah.
But what is the UK's most common superstition?
Not walking under a ladder.
Do you want some options, or do you want
I'm
to
going 3 drains.
It's actually touching wood.
What? Touching wood?
Let's leave it there.
Benny.
I did that this morning. For superstition.
Yeah. Fiorentina play tonight. Tina Turner is a famous Tina.
Yes, she is.
Name 5 more famous people with alliterative names.
I mean, I don't even know what you just said.
Alliterative names. It means like the first and the last name begins with the same letter.
Tina and Turner. Get it?
Just famous people.
Yeah.
Is that Steven Seagal?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Barbara Bush. I'm right though.
Why is that name in your head? That is we should just go out on that. Just go out on Barbara Bush. That would never be better as an answer. Barbara Bush.
Coming from.
Hey everybody. Hey, how you doing? I've just been with Donald and Minnie.
No. Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah,
Goofy was here.
That's me done now.
Goofy was here.
Boris Becker.
Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
Going for Mickey Mouse, actually. Go on, last one.
Barbara
Bush.
John closest wins.
I just want another question about Barbara. Can tomorrow's quiz be about Barbara Bush, please?
Yeah, I can do that.
Why is that in my head?
Barbara Bush. I bet you've never said Barbara Bush as an answer.
Nope.
Palace play tonight, lads. How much would Buckingham Palace be worth if it went to market? How much do you have to pay?
What was a house?
Yeah, closest wins.
110 mil.
No, mate. 390 million.
3.9 bill.
For that?
Yeah.
Has it got bedrooms, bathrooms?
Like 7.
I've been there before.
I haven't. You could go there. You could go for tours, couldn't you? That's all we've got time for.
Cheers, Bill.
But you want to stay with talkSPORT because there's lots of live football coming your way. The boys at 10:15 take your call. Me and Barbara Bush will be back tomorrow at 4 o'clock for more of the same. Say goodnight, Barbara.
Good night.
Harry Maguire in a bit of trouble, or his mouth has got him in a bit of trouble, Simon, the Manchester United defender, of course, now hit with a one-game suspension. He misses the match for United at Chelsea on Saturday. The FA ruled that he swore at the fourth official, Matt Donoghue, following his sending off at Bournemouth last month.